Howdy folks, welcome to Mosaic Team 5, our original Starfinder campaign. I am Joe Treff, your GM this evening and most, and joining me for Hollow Week are my friends Matt, Dan, Kara, Olive, and Ari. Everybody in
Joe.
costume for different, oh, there goes my logo, for different characters from the series. We did something a little different this year. We switched around each other's characters. So we have Matt as Gibbs. We have Dan as Echo. We have Kara as Spice. This is really hard to do, by the way.
Yeah,
Olive as Shade. And Ari as Bubs. There we go.
Hi.
So everybody in different costumes this year than the last.
Okay, now everyone trade your character sheets.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that'd be so fun. Those character sheets.
The banners.
Yes!
The banners match the costumes, not the characters that are being played. So important thing to know.
Oh, how much confusing can we get? Like, so nuts.
A couple of other quick announcements. There are different ways that you can support the stream, bits and channel points. Both are really helpful and both will affect the story in different ways. Bits are Twitch's microcurrency. They're super helpful because they're real money and they allow us to do things like these really complex encounter maps, although Dan also, huge part of being able to do these really complex encounter maps. So things like the street corner of the filling the hollow, all that helped by bits. We are at Elbron RPG on different social medias, Instagram, TikTok, all that kind of stuff, threads. We are going to be playing Courts of Everest, our original D&D campaign at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow night. That is just some very casual fire giant brawling.
It's going to be awesome.
And then
Diplomacy.
Sirenscape. Yeah, diplomacy. A lot of aggressive diplomacy. Sirenscape is a digital tool set that we use to play Wild West music in the background, but let's do something a little bit more Halloween-y here.
Halloweeny.
I mean...
Halloweeny. Teed it up.
That's his USB port.
Stop, we're gonna get demonetized.
Canonically, it's the pinky. This is not
it's not
correct.
So, if you want to have things like a freaky child... You can use Sirenscape, a digital tool set. Steven?
Who's
man.
Steven?
Someday I gotta tell you guys about my fake brother, Steven. It's
I've
a
heard that
trip.
story.
Yeah, it's a real trip. But Sirenscape, digital tool set that you could use to add sound effects like this to your games. All right. Cue out of this really ominous background hum.
Yeah, nothing bad's gonna happen this session, right?
Everything's gonna be
It's
great.
really... I watch none
We're
of the
gonna
session.
have a fun
I don't know anything
time.
except the text cards.
We're
you
about
guys
to
said.
fight people.
Oh, am I good? Am I level
Are
3? Or whatever?
Probably.
Mosaic Team 5, and also one other quick thing.
we
I
rest?
am recovering from a cold. I feel fine.
rest?
My voice in and out, so I'm trying my best.
Rested.
Mosaic Team 5, last we played, you began the session by engaging in a bureaucratic standoff with the PLEA, 18 members of an inspection crew and their dog waiting to inspect your vessel. Steele arrived and tried his best to lead you through the interaction, but even Steele was shocked as to how badly the situation was handled. He told Bubs that he would have to make things right. You all made some plans, but really struggled to find unity, and instead opted to rest for the night. In the course of this time, Spice, you apologized to Echo, who wanted actions over words for a appropriate apology. Shade, you spent some time crafting things, and Gibbs spent some time rolling around in the garbage.
And
Oh, nice.
brooding.
He's having a good time, and brooding. Oh, Shade was brooding as
Wait, why
well.
was I
Free
brooding?
action. No, Shade was brooding.
Oh.
Free action brood.
In the morning, you departed for the Hollow Husk, resolving to find Demp Winuto, a Shiren ex-partner of Steel, who at one point had also been a Huskhead. As you explored, you heard gunshots, and rounding the corner, that is where we begin this evening.
Oh yeah.
So sorry, we're looking for Demp, who was a Huskhead, because we care about the Huskheads because...
Because we are looking for the
Hulk.
Hulk
Okay, the
of
serial killer guy.
Husk. Yes,
Cool.
who is involved with
Huskheads.
members of Huskheads.
Got it. All right, I feel good now.
I
I'm good.
understand the Huskheads as a gang, like one of many gangs.
But they're like a gang
Husk.
who does a lot of like scrapping androids for their parts and using them to integrate into their bodies.
And they're freaky deaky.
Heavily modified.
So in front of you, as you are all rounding this corner, passing a number of shipping containers, you can see straight ahead, and actually let me pull up the combat camera here. You can see a vaguely hexagonal building that has a big sign. It says filling the
that's the soup
hollow.
kitchen?
Yeah, filling the hollow. It is a soup kitchen. You can see a cauldron on it. Exactly like that. It is printed on a large piece of rolled out plastic that has been taped onto a piece of cardboard. So exactly as it is there. You can hear, you had heard a couple of gunshots, but now you can hear low murmuring voices. You can see very easily one or two people down at the end, but there are perhaps more. There's a lot of garbage filling the streets here between buildings. There's a high rise on the other side of this soup kitchen. And then down the middle of the street, you can see this elevated road running. What are you all doing? You can just hear murmuring.
We saw a couple people on the roof, right?
No, I had just put them there because okay. The inside was still, there's wet stuff on the inside. And I didn't want to put them in there.
This is, okay, so are there people right here that we see?
You can probably see, Shade, make a perception check. As you round the corner, easily you can see that there are people.
Could I like sense motive of are people panicked at the gunshots? Like, are people running and
Make a sense motive check. You don't hear any running, you don't see any screaming, but here in the Hollow Husk, many of these buildings are abandoned. Many are just kind of full of like junk and things of that nature.
Dirty 20.
Dirty
29.
Okay. With a dirty 20, as you look out, you can see 4 or 5 individuals kind of gathered around, definitely like kneeling and taking shelter. The way that they're postured, you imagine they're holding weapons, although with their back to you, you can't really see. And with a 20, you can hear there is a Sharen towards the door that seems to be counting.
Did you describe?
I gave you pictures.
Yeah.
With a 29, this is a tense situation ahead. There are no real bystanders here. Anybody who is in this area, probably part of whatever's going on. And that's what you could tell.
Where's the people with the backs to us with the guns? Those people?
Here, right?
Yeah.
Straight ahead of
Yep.
us.
Can I move my movement up there?
Are you being stealthy?
Yeah, I'll do be stealthy.
Make a stealth check.
Bubs is just gonna turn this shade.
I assume your movement
15.
is 30.
Yeah.
Captain, what are our standing orders?
You all watch as Gibbs just slinks down. The Yosoki form just begins to crawl through the trash.
I am going to also try to get up stealthily to get a better view and try to see if any of these people
How about everybody
match
makes a stealth check real
Demp
quick?
in the
Everybody
photos
said?
that we
Everybody.
got.
Am I good for my last one or?
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll on your die. I'm sorry.
Okay.
No, that was so close to a natural 20.
I'll move
You
mine
win
up.
some, you dim some.
18 plus
26.
7.
That's still really good.
25.
Yeah.
What was yours, Shade?
Natty 2-0, baby.
Okay.
Not a natural 20.
As Gibbs begins to like go through the trash and like moves through, Gibbs, all of a sudden you see this little shine, bright light, and aware that there are magical items and you have seen like this magical stone before, maybe one of those. And so you stop for a second, waiting for that little glint to pick up. And Shade, behind Gibbs, a little bit of light catches off your arm and just makes like a little go past, and you see Gibbs like stiffen up and stop. And so you just every now and then kind of flick your arm, and your natural 20 is you like kind of cat toying Gibbs around away from danger.
Neffy goes after
You see
the
Gibbs about to like
sunspots.
crawl into a trash can, and then you like make Gibbs go around, and Gibbs just kind of
Yeah, you
follows
bring a
through.
glass into the living room when the sun's hitting the window.
Suddenly, as this is all happening, you see on the side of this wall, this kind of silvery building with like Gibbs is right in front of.
Yeah.
You see a red dot just appear, a laser light just right on there, and you take your little light and zag it on the inside. You can move Gibbs on the inside. This is your natural 20, as this red dot just begins to trace along the walls, like it's looking for something.
I can't see what I'm grabbing.
go. And I'm
Seeing
now
this
there.
happen, so I recognize that there's a sniper right now because there's a laser
Pretty good
pointed
idea.
at us. All right, I'm gonna ping to everyone. Stay hidden, snipers.
It's either that or somebody's trying to take your eye pressure from like a really
Yeah.
big distance.
How would that happen?
Stay hidden, snipers ahead.
Can I try to
Hold
look at
position.
where the sniper's coming from?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Yeah,
In this moment, it seems as if, Shade, to you, Gibbs was probably spotted or somebody perceived something in Gibbs's direction, and you, like, pulling Gibbs into that alleyway, the only thing that kept Gibbs from being spotted.
Echo
and then hold position.
Echo wants to try and like get a position that's like across the street.
Okay.
There's no one there, right?
Where are you trying to get to?
Over
Like
here.
in between these two buildings.
No.
Okay.
Could you go like boop?
Is the building I'm next to abandoned?
As far as you can tell from your perception check, Gibbs, there isn't a whole lot of bystanders here. And so you do hear the creak of metal and here and there little beeps and different sounds of abandoned buildings, but hard to tell.
I would like to try and sneak up so that I can get a better vantage to spot out where the sniper is and
Okay.
any
Where
other
are you moving up to?
targets. And then I kind of want to like relay all of that on a map of the area
Sure.
to everyone.
Where do you want to go? For all of you on your communicators, this little
need to
heads up
see
display
what the
pops
fuck
up and you can see like the rough area around you. Oh, perfect. In the rough area around you, like these little buildings show up and little blips appear to symbolize all of you.
Like up to the trash can here. Is there a door? Yeah.
There
I
is.
think I would like look through this door and then
Pull the roof off.
pop in here if there's.
Oh, hey now.
So you can see on the inside of this, it's definitely abandoned.
Popping in.
Yeah, and so you can just kind of pop in there if you want.
Is this all you, Dan?
Is this a window over here?
What?
Sorry for my back of
Say
the
again?
head.
Close.
Is this a window here?
Yeah.
It was between
So
Bubs and
anything
Babes,
that is
but
like a
either way, it was
space
coming
is a
out.
window?
Yes, it is.
All right.
Oh, right there.
There. Okay.
Only I get
Okay.
to say that.
Then I'm gonna like
No, only I
poke
get to
out
say
here. Is this a door back here? Or is
Oh,
this a
no,
wall?
Benny Verizon.
That is a wall.
Okay, so I'm gonna just like poke my head out, get a better view, because there are people right here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I get those 4 people, and then I probably tag the 2 guys over there.
You can hear off in the distance 49, 48, 47, and this person just counting down. And from this vantage point, as you peek around, you can see there is a group of individuals, highly augmented, that are all gathered around this kind of pillar holding up the street. And with that check, as you are looking for this sniper, you trace with a brief kind of like puff of vapor that goes by. You see a line that traces up and up and up. And on the deck, the top deck of that building, you can see 1, 2, at least 3 individuals.
The person counting is one
Correct.
of these folks.
They're Matt can see them, I believe.
They're on.
Yeah.
They're in this window.
Oh.
here.
Yeah.
They're in
Well,
the balcony.
at least we know.
You could, yeah, you could pull that off if you
Pull
want.
that off.
We can pull it off?
Oh, yeah, there they are. Holy
They're
shit.
so. Was these people counting and they're counting up?
The Shiren, who is that red figurine under the
over on
thing,
my-
they are counting. And they are
Okay.
counting down, sorry.
They're counting
So,
down,
49, 48, 47.
What is this that I see that I've seen so many times and recognize as a thing that is explosive?
It seems like a badly corroded fuel cell.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Question: do badly corroded fuel cells still explode, or do they not?
You don't know. Make a physical sciences check.
None of the people that I've spotted are Demp, right? Because I have the photo that.
Oh,
Buzz
then no.
shared.
Certainly not.
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
16.
16. With a 16, it would make sense that they would, but probably a little bit less so as the fuel like becomes a little bit less explosive and like a little bit less reactive over time. It kind of converts into water. You wouldn't know that necessarily. It eventually it becomes less potent.
Spice just
Could I see what? Could I like either go through this building or move or some way? I want to know. Like, I feel like the counting down is like when you're like drop it, or like like when you like put a toddler in timeout and you give them like a countdown.
I'm getting.
I was gonna
bomb
say, I
vibes.
think I think they're gonna set off an explosive to like.
No, because there's people
to
here.
Raid the kitchen that they're trying.
Yeah, they might want to kill
siege.
those people.
I think this is a siege situation, and we need to take
Is it
these
2
folks
gangs
out.
against each other?
But we're looking for the guy in the hollow, and none of these people are the guy in the hollow.
Well, I don't want the soup
so
kitchen to blow up.
Shade is gonna message to the team.
I like food. What do you want from me?
Possible siege situation. Prepare to engage.
Nice.
Countdown of 48 seconds, unknown, but be aware.
Yes, Captain. Does that seem right, Siege? Does that all
With
seem
your
like...
sense motive check, it certainly does. It's a whole group of armed individuals split into two teams covering the entrance from a high point and a low point. And then Gibbs, as you stretch your consciousness out,
Yeah.
and you try to find some kind of like count to the minds, you've seen Spice reach out and like be able to sense motive. It's like your mystical sense that keeps you more in tune with the area is slapped away.
Oh, fuck.
They've got a.
That feels familiar to
Shade.
when that's happened to me.
You
in the
hear a
past.
little beep of a communicator go off, and then 40. You see the Shuren look down.
The Shren over here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna ping to Echo, to the whole team. Sniper, 4th story, building to the right.
Spice is gonna pull out her sniper.
And then also Shiren underneath bridge with detonator.
Echo's gonna try and
And-
get up behind the Shiren with the detonator.
And I'm going to, when it gets down to the time, disable it with my overload.
So what time are you getting down to?
I'm letting it get down to, because it's one action that it lasts for, so I'm getting it down to like 2 seconds so that when he hits the detonator,
2 seconds.
it doesn't go off.
So 2 seconds targeting the detonator.
Well, I guess, can I be more precise and just when it gets to 1, just basically get it like a half second before
Yeah,
he hits the
you can try
button?
that.
Yeah.
I think Spice is also gonna like set up her sniper, and she's gonna find a good spot where she's aiming for the sniper up here.
So from the ground, if you get all the way on the left side in front of that brown building, you might be able to, because they are kind of
Oh,
Get that kitty corner there.
okay. So like
yeah.
right here, like if like on
Yeah.
the side of the building.
and you can just see the glint of metal on the top as somebody else with a rifle is pointing one down.
So she's on the ground and she's setting up her scope, and she is also gonna wait for the exact moment that Shade makes a move.
Okay.
Can I detect magic?
Yeah.
Because if I'm magical and something slapped away my magic, it means something's on the same frequency as me, and I want to see if I can target that to be more effective.
No problem. So defense, detect magic, what range?
60 feet.
60
Cone shaped as my vision.
So you look ahead. Dan, can you pull the roof off the building closest to you?
Yes.
Inside of this place, what was at one point the remains of perhaps some kind of like a small startup of some kind, you can see an individual, you may have seen them before, they're witch weirds. Hairless gray, you can see and kind of sense these gray-blue individuals. They typically stand about 7 feet tall. They look, for all the world, like huge anthropomorphic muscular armadillo people. They have plates along the outside. They have 4 arms. Typically, they'll keep one of the sets retracted, but kind of like a Stitch alien situation.
Yeah.
But you sense one of those just in that corner, and this is not a mystic necessarily, but somebody who is magic for sure.
Cool. Can I move? And I want to go around the backs of these buildings, and I'll send a quick text being like, magic in cross-shaped building.
Okay.
Can I also try? Oh, go ahead.
Echo had wanted to get up behind detonator Shiren stealthily.
Up back here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
If
think
I can do that.
while all this is happening, Shade is probably trying to track everyone's position so that we all have that information. Like, so like we can coordinate.
Bubs, where are you going? You stood still.
I'm gonna just.
Shade is pinging a straight line for Bubs to go after those the
I'm just
4
gonna move
fucking
up.
dudes
The
right
heads
there.
up display just has like a bright shiny arrow.
Oh,
that says,
also
this way.
I'm beaming the countdown
Can
as
I
well.
Okay.
say hold
So that
for like to my team, I'm like, hold on, let me read their thoughts real quick.
There's
29.
like 30 seconds. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm
28.
gonna
So-
read their thoughts.
Yeah.
So it's 3 rounds, right?
Yeah, it is
Okay.
3 rounds.
Okay. So hang
To
on
like
one
get
sec.
actual
So
like
that's like-
thoughts.
One sec.
18 seconds.
So much is happening, and Joe's just like, I
Yeah.
just need you to give me 1 sec to catch up.
It's for like the next minute of game time.
So, a couple of things are happening all at once here. Gibbs, you reach out with your arcane senses, detecting magic, and you see this individual. And as you do, it's almost like if this is a video game and you had your, like on the heads up display, that little cone that shows your vision. You see their cone, and you guys are looking at each other through 3 different walls. It's very much, they see you there.
Cool.
At that same time, sorry, there's one other person doing something.
Places?
Stealthy move
Stealthy move.
Should we just
behind Sharon.
You've already rolled, so you can be there, and when that's like the thing that you're doing at this moment as we're like slowing down, no problem. There was one other thing that was going on.
I'm disabling the detonator.
I got that.
I just moved to
Okay.
just right there.
You should
Place
bull rush
aiming
them.
her.
Detect thoughts.
Oh,
Ah.
take thoughts, yes.
So it gets down to 30. At that point, you out, and you detect that there are. And what is the range on that?
120 feet. Did you hear that? Because I have so much range now.
Nice.
Unfortunately,
Oh fuck.
Not
Is it
enough.
just
Oh shit! Because
It's the hypotenuse.
you're way back on the
And the height.
that hypotenuse a squared plus b squared.
Yeah. Fuck.
Oh.
you detect that there are the individuals that are right there in front of you.
Okay.
You also detect, I believe, that guy in the very corner over there.
Okay.
You can't detect anything out in that corner.
The Shiren though, right?
Bummer.
No, I don't think so.
I think they are. If this guy is,
The closest Shiren, not the furthest one, I believe. The one closest
they also
to.
get a will save.
They also get a will save. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's for the second one. So now they count down 26, 25, 24, and at 24.
We got a wheel.
really?
Damn.
Dang.
Okay. So, even more things are happening.
That's the guy
Yay.
I'm like fucking around with.
No.
Damn. That guy looks.
He looks like he's got better AC than I got.
That guy looks like he's about to fuck
fucking
us all up.
Fierce as fuck.
So, you spread out your consciousness, and these little blips of intelligence, suddenly you can see the surface thoughts floating across. And you can hear, like, oh, damn, I wish you hadn't done this. And you could hear, we're going to get the Hulk. And you can hear all these different thoughts that are kind of relating to, roughly, they are raiding this building because they believe that the Hulk in the husk is there.
Oh shit!
They're on our side.
I don't know. It's hard. Well, we also want
23,
Yeah, we
22, 21,
Can
it's now
I-
down to 20.
Skitter into the place, and
Which
like
one?
the guy who's aware of me, the across building.
Okay.
So like he knows I'm there. I know I'm there, so I have no reason to be stealthy anymore.
Okay.
So I can kind of like into it.
What track are you taking? to
I'm
get
behind
there?
these buildings, and there's an open door right there.
Correct.
So can I just?
Okay.
Can you move me like
Yeah.
in that building? I'm gonna be on that black
Put
thing.
no. Put Gibbs right at the corner, at the edge of the street, right there on the map.
Yeah. Okay.
Right here.
No, on the actual
Oh,
gridded
over
map.
here?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Oh,
Oh, I'm
past all
there.
the people.
How did I
I
get
got you. I can do this.
Alright.
Never mind. This is
Yeah,
Oh,
okay. Yeah, go for it.
jeez.
here. So Gibbs, you're around the corner,
Yeah.
and as you do, I would say as you get to about here, Shade,
Oh,
Bubs,
sorry, I was
everybody
past
who is
that.
watching, you're gonna go passing around this way.
So I thought I was already past. I'm sorry.
You can if you want.
Um.
You can just.
Yeah. Can I have done that stealthily? Because I thought I was
problem. Yeah,
past
yeah.
that. Sorry.
You can go over here, and you want to come around this way.
No, I want to go through this door because the guy's in here, right, with the witch ward.
So you have no idea that there's a door over here. When you're over here and you're sensing him,
Oh.
that's not necessarily something that
Okay.
exists.
So is
In
there
fact,
a door there?
no. So,
Okay.
so if you're going over there assuming that there's a door, you get here, there's no door.
Okay, never mind. I don't know. Okay, I guess I thought I knew there was a door there. Okay, well then I guess I will stop there.
Okay.
Sorry, I was using knowledge that there was a door
No
there.
worries. So you stop there, you turn, and you stop because there is a whole group of people
Yeah.
just
It's
right
like, oh
there.
shit.
And then suddenly Gibbs.
Oh, jeez.
No,
Oh, jeez. No, that's
you
really
see
cool.
a
Rat runs
sparkle
out.
on the floor, and then you see a tiny little Yosoki spin into existence. Pom poms, and everybody can go ahead and roll for initiative.
What? A Yosoki with pom poms? Why is
You've
that
seen
threatening?
this spell before.
Yeah, it
This
sounds
is
great.
School Spirit.
That sounds lovely.
School spirit.
Don't like that, right?
I rolled shit. I'm so distracted. I'm like, yes, it looks good.
All right, anybody natural 20.
1 second, I gotta roll.
Okay.
Maybe for a one shot.
oh,
Get the cat spell.
The cat spell?
There's a cat spell.
There is a cat spell.
Oh my god.
So that's a spell that's happening right in front of my very
25
eye.
to 20.
Oh, 25.
Sorry, 24.
Sorry, I was doing math. I do basic
25, 24.
You're tired, my friend. It's okay.
25 is Echo.
Yep.
Shade.
24 is Shade. 23 is Bubs. Bubs, what's your dex?
It is +4.
That thing that you just touched. Now I want to touch it.
20 to 15. 15 to 10.
12.
Oh, Julius.
Gibbs, where are you?
I can tell.
Ooh.
Got a 4. I was so distracted by the fact that that's fucking cute. It sounds not at all intimidating and threatening. That do you know that John and I are going as Greg and Mort?
Oh, cute.
Nice.
Yes, because the anime theme.
It's over the garden.
The way that this shakes out, Echo, you are starting this off, followed by Shade, followed by Bubs, followed by the Huskheads and all forces related, followed by who I have written down as the Soupsters, who will be all people who are in filling the hollow.
I can't.
That's not their name, but that is the individuals who are in filling the hollow. You could say others. Then Spice, and then at the very, very end, Gibbs. So Echo. The last thing that you see before we drop into initiative is the spell School Spirit being cast. And as it is cast, you see this little Yosoki pop up, and they begin to just cheer with these little pom-poms. And I need...
I love this spell.
What is it?
School Spirit. It fucks you
It's
up.
so it's actually when you guys begin your turn. And so actually, Echo,
Oh shit, Echo.
Is Echo still sneaky though? Does it
doesn't
need
matter.
to
It's
see?
an
area
Oh,
effect.
just
Sorry,
an
it's
area
enemies
effect?
who begin their turn within the effect or enter it. So by it being cast, you're entering it.
Okay.
so
Does it go
that's
through
gonna hit
walls?
Echo. It's gonna
Yeah.
it does.
Oh,
It's gonna get Echo,
jeez.
Shade, and Bubbles.
And we have to roll for if we pass it or not?
Will saves, please.
Okay.
We'll see.
I have
Oh,
a modifier.
Where's
no.
do you have the
Oh no.
Is this a spell-like ability or a
I have
spell?
them.
It is a spell.
All of them?
all of them?
You want to
We got-
be in charge
Yeah, I
today?
can manage.
Bubs, what was yours?
I have to roll.
Okay.
Or just the-
21.
21.
Feet.
That is a success.
Ooh, that's
Shade, yours was
4, 12, plus
Failure.
9, which is 13, plus 2, 15.
Shade and Bubbles, you are shaken as this
for a minute.
little Yosoki begins
For
to
a
cheer and like just shout. And you
Can I
see these
make
little
the save?
pom poms sparkle and sparks go out, and it is just so distracting that it's kind of hard to really get a read on. And it's a Yosoki, so it's kind of weird that Gibbs is doing this, but no worries. That is,
In the building.
yeah, that is that effect resolving. Echo, what do you want to do?
Echo's gonna grab the Sharon from behind.
Okay.
And just say, drop the explosive device.
Okay, make an intimidation check. And take a +8 conditional modifier. That is the payoff for having that ready to action to do so.
+8 conditional modifier.
Yeah, if you never know. Come on, be good.
12.
Fuck! Echo! Fuck!
I have a +1 to my intimidation.
They hold on to this like little device, and as you say, drop that device, your eyes go down. They're holding a communicator in one hand, and they're holding half of a hot dog in the other. There is no device here. They do have a weapon on their hip. Everybody else has weapons drawn. It doesn't seem like this was a bomb. This seems like it was a countdown to rush in. But they dropped their hot dog now.
Oh.
Guys, we had this all
Echo
wrong.
kicks it
Yeah.
away.
Okay.
Fuck!
Anything else?
Where is the husk? Oh, the Hulk. Sorry. whatever it's called. Where's the serial killer?
See the one right hand and all the little hands all just point out in the same direction into this dark hallway, and then all of a sudden overhead, not targeting anybody and so wide that it's not even attacks, just choo choo choo, little lasers shoot out, and there are definitely individuals inside.
Tell your friends to stand down.
Okay. That is your turns, Echo.
I would assume that that's a full 6 seconds, yeah.
Shade. You see Echo drop down, kick this guy's hot dog on the ground. What do you want to do?
So it's not a detonator.
It is not.
No.
But everybody's beginning to turn, and it's like turn to shoot kind of turn.
I think change of
What you looking
plans. I'm going to use my exocortex to attempt my amplified glitch to do.
On what?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys here.
Wait, maybe we need them to help us with
This is just
taking down the
to.
Hulk.
Yeah, this is just to keep them from shooting us this
Us.
round.
They don't know who
So it's gonna be boop boop ba boop ba boop ba boop. Where's my thingy? Oh, it's feet. Okay. So boop boop boop. Each target must have it's a successful computer's check. The DC is 15 plus 1 per target, which is 6.
DC plus 1 per target?
Yeah, DC plus
Interesting.
1 per target plus 1.5 the CR of the highest CR target.
Gotcha. You are making the check. That's why it increases. Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
And this is my exocortex action.
How many are you targeting?
I am targeting 6.
Okay.
And then all targets are shaken for 1 round plus 1 additional round for every 5 by which my result exceeds by the DC.
Okay.
So good luck with this natural 20. Never mind.
Wasn't a natural 20.
It was not, but it was a check, so I'm going to use my ability to re-roll that check
Damn,
there.
burn that.
Nice.
And that's even worse.
What is the total?
The total is a 19.
That is not enough. And that fails. As you cast this glitch out, there is a surge of mystic energy, and it's like whatever that individual is within seems to be suppressing your ability to glitch a little bit for flavor. Anything else?
Yeah, then I'm going to use my move action to target lock this guy with my exocortex that I have line of sight on.
Okay.
And ready.
Which one is that? Sorry.
The Shiren
Okay, gotcha.
under there that Echo's now up with.
Yeah, that goes right
dropped
behind.
down here.
There are 2 over there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the one that Echo is like knocked the hot dog.
Okay.
There is shaken.
And then
So you kick the hot dog out of his hand. Suddenly there's like a little laser pointer on him.
I'm gonna ready my action to shoot the hot dog guy if it
problem.
looks like they're about to engage with Echo.
No problem. Okay, that is Shade's turn. Bubs, what do you want to do?
We got a whoa from Tal.
Ooh, Talon, what the fuck?
I'm gonna see as the only thing I see that's going on besides with the laser fire is Echo drop down. I'm probably going to just ready to throw my Dothco,
Okay.
just to plan an action. And instead of throwing it at the person, I'm going to try to throw it at their gun or
Okay.
weapon.
Sure. Are you doing the disarm maneuver?
Let's say it's the action where it damages the weapon. What is it called? It begins with a D.
Yeah, I know what you're
So,
talking about. It's like rend or something like that.
Yeah, I always
Yeah, I
forget
think
that.
it's rend.
Go for it. Make your attack roll.
No, I'm gonna hold on.
Oh, I got you.
Hold
Until
it
when?
to do it. Yeah.
Until
This is another action. It's not coming red.
If
What's
a
the
fight
trigger?
breaks out. What do you
Yeah,
want?
if someone tries to harm Echo, I'm going to.
okay. So, Bubs, you hold on to that until somebody tries to hurt Echo. That does bring us to the rest of their turns. So, Spice and Gibbs, you still haven't gone. You just see Echo drop down, kick this guy's hot dog. Shade targets him. Bubs just kind of like holds on to the Dothco, ready to go. And then all of these individuals are going to go. So, Give me 1 second.
Ooh, I'm just in this little corner. Don't even look at me.
Place is
No
like,
one knows I'm here except for that one guy.
yeah, pop some popcorn and just like munching it on the ground while her sniper's aim, being like, what is happening? What is about to unfold?
Make sure I have my Huskhead stat block.
I feel like Husky Boys was a lazy one, but Soupster's Union I'm feeling pretty confident about.
Soupster's Union.
Okay, so
We do have a wheel.
We got a wheel and
Sorry, we have a
whoa.
whoa. I mean a whoa.
We got both.
We have a whale.
Wow.
wowly hard time.
Balance in all things.
This is a wowly hard time we're going through out here.
I love it.
I may or may not be preparing that voice for this.
Yes.
this guy is gonna go 1, 2. He's making.
Oh, did he
sure-
jump off
Run, actually.
the balcony?
No, so in the bottom, the
This
back right
bad
corner.
Oh,
is
no,
the
I know.
staircase that you
I was
can't see.
joking.
So he's gonna just appear there using his full movement to go. He is just gonna step outside here.
Is that the guy?
That
Oh,
is
that's
the
my
guy.
friend.
Friend.
You can see his hand is held out. There's just trails of this pink magic that is holding the Asoki school spirit aloft in this concentration. But all of them kind of move to intercept you, Echo. And as they do, you can see many of them pull out what look like some kind of small SMG style weapons. Many of these individuals are heavily augmented, and you can see areas where entire sensory organs have been removed and implanted with computerized parts.
And that's the friends of the Shiren that I'm talking to?
Correct, yeah.
Okay, so this Shiren is part of the Huskheads.
For sure. As like you look down at him, there are like elements of like wire that have been engraved into the plates of their self, and you can see there seems to be some kind of electromagnetism that is very low level pulsing out of there.
Echo like some grip titans.
The 3 that are around you, Echo, or sorry, 2 of them are able to attack. They are going to pull these blades out that from each of them emerges from a different place. One of them grabs onto the inside of their elbow what looks like a connecting bolt to the 2 synthetic pieces. And as they pull it out, you can see skin comes away, elements of the steel comes away, and you see clicking clockwork machinations as they pull out a clockwork sword. And 2 of them are going to be making attacks with those.
That's fucking dope, Joe.
The first one is going to be a 26 to hit.
Oh wait, hold on. Did my armor get repaired?
Yeah, you got.
Yes,
got
that
it.
was what Shade did. Shade repaired armor, so all of your armor is repaired.
Okay, and that was a 26 to hit the KAC or
KAC.
That hits.
So then a 34 will certainly hit.
Oh, wow. Swords,
Echo from the
though.
first, you are going to be taking 16 points.
Ready
of-
to actions.
Ready action. So.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, you did your ready to action.
No, I
That's
shoot
fine.
him.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we'll hold on to that for a second. When this happens, we'll resolve that at the same time. So sorry, that was 15 piercing damage, or sorry, slashing damage from the first, and 13 slashing damage from the second.
Okay.
Then you can see there are 2 more that are kind of like off on the corner sides, and as they are moving, they're going to take running shots on you.
Do I running shots like? Do I get any like partial cover from?
You have cover.
Cool.
And it definitely reflects in that both of them miss.
Sweet.
You kind of hold this person close to you, and they're unwilling to shoot too close. Right now, it's like they kind of rain bullets just around the pavement in the middle around you. But that is all the ones on the ground. Up on the top deck, there are 3 that are going to pull out these longer range weapons. And
deck
they're
up
going
here?
to point. No. Yeah. There you go.
3.
Yep, those 3.
Yeah.
They are going to take shots at Bubbles. And Bubbles, you do feel like you're benefiting from cover here.
Yeah.
Okay, so the only one that has a chance of hitting here is a 29 against your KAC.
Nope, I have 30.
There you go. Ah, so close. Okay, they are all very capable of hitting you, though. So, bullets rain down around you, Bubbles, and you have to like duck back in and close back down. You pull the hammer over, and the Dothko itself actually reflects elements of the bullets away, but you take cover there. Most of these bullets at this range seem relatively ineffective. Now, the individual that steps out beyond being a massive armadillo person is also glowing. You can see their skin seems to be maybe irradiated as it pulses with this dim white-green glow. But they step out, and then Gibbs, you see as one hand holds the school spirit aloft. They are going to turn, and from their back, they pull out what looks like some kind of a staff. It has elements of this whitish wood that twist together at the top, where there is what looks like a shimmering stone embedded in like a almost like wooden hand. And they're going to take that, and you see it grows brighter and brighter and brighter, and they point it at, I guess, Echo.
Oh, not at me?
No.
Love
Give
this.
me 1 second.
I disarmed him of his hot dog. A cardinal sin.
Also, my ready to action jump.
And shooting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Just let me know when.
Okay. Echo. Can you make a reflex saving throw, please?
All right, that is a 14. However,
Okay.
hold for reading. Never mind. Continue.
So what was it?
14.
You watch as this single light erupts out and then shatters into a million points of light like broken glass, and they streak towards you, and you are pelted dozens of times by these little elements, and each one hurts you only a little, but together they deal 31 points of force damage.
Sweet.
They rip into you, and you watch as the Shimmerstone staff goes dark.
Gibbs would feel Echo's like pain as they're taking like all these little stabs.
That is all of the Huskheads' turn. That brings us to the Soupsters. Oh, sorry, ready to actions. Yes. So, Bubbles, please.
Just do a standard attack.
This is what happens.
18.
Standard attack, you're throwing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
18 to hit with my shot against the Shiren with the hot dog.
Against?
Against, it's, I believe, it's E and F, so
That's
energy and fire.
That's EAC. 18 meets a beats it.
Nice.
27.
27 against which guy?
I picked just one of either one.
Closest
honestly.
one.
Whatever one is like hurting Echo, the one that the attack hit.
29, you said?
27.
27 hits. Go ahead and roll damage on that.
Nice. That's going to be 12 points of E and F.
Okay. You said how much?
12.
9 plus what is it? Plus 17 is 26.
26?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. But it's to his weapon.
26. Oh, to the weapon.
Yeah.
What was the roll?
I specifically specified.
Yeah, because he said
That's
he
true.
Was
What
gonna
was the
rend
roll?
It.
26. Oh, the damage or the
hit. I don't think that hits.
Because
the
you might.
hit, I believe I said 26 or 27. I messed up now because I said
If it's a 26, then it's certainly a miss.
He was at 27 because you have plus 13, right?
I had 14 plus 13 is 27. Yes.
That is unfortunately a miss. You hit them like in the arm. It seems to like strike off elements of metal that have been put there specifically to be shot away. Just scrap that burns, and you do not disarm them.
But I shot him.
You did shoot them, and that
I
damage
wasn't
will
trying to
take.
disarm. I was trying to damage it. I was
Yeah,
doing that. Okay.
yeah, but still, same thing. You're not able to hit the very specific
Got
weapon.
the hardness.
So those are readied actions. That brings us to the Soupsters Union.
Here we go, Soupsters.
Yeah. From the inside, you can see there are a number of bright flashes as lasers are going to come out in the direction. Echo, can you roll
some
a...
pew-pews.
Damn,
Up
Echo,
in-
you gonna fucking
roll a
die
D4.
before your next turn?
Roll a d4.
Don't roll a 1,
Why would you say that?
so that you know if you screwed up. There you go.
Hey, woo! She lives
like
another
that.
day.
Okay.
Lives another day.
We're gonna keep that one out.
And that's
Sounded
good because for whoever is in this soup kitchen, they are dead on with this volley. You see 3 shots, and all 3 of them impact the Huskheads around you. It's not a tremendous amount of damage in those. These seem like consumer grade weapons of a kind,
Consumer
but
grade weapons.
they certainly in Starfinder there are definitely consumer grade weapons. I shoot here.
Oh my god, you little mohawk!
Alrighty. I know, isn't it great?
I love that we're sitting across from each other.
That is the Soupsters Union. That brings us to Spice. Spice, there is gunfire erupting everywhere now. What do you want to do?
Olive wants to keep things clear. So everybody thinks that Hulk is inside the soup kitchen.
That's what all of them seem to think.
Okay. And are the Huskheads on trying to also get the Hulk, or are they protecting the Hulk?
Hard to tell.
All right, then
You got the beginnings of thoughts, and that was really it. Then things
So
started
I
happening.
want to use my turn to figure out what that is. So is that a perception?
So as an
check?
action, you can make a sense motive check.
Okay. That's what I want to do.
I want this to work so well. I believe in you.
Thank you. Oh, well, okay. Well,
believe in
I
you.
hope you believe in me really hard because
I do.
I think it's because I also believed in you, and I
yeah,
canceled
Echo
out.
was like, all right,
I canceled
so
out
sense
Ari's
motive.
belief. I am Talon's woe
She
incarnate.
It's an 11.
11.
Are you continuing?
So you reach out with your brain, and all that you can hear with this in this moment is this one guy who, like, as gunshots are firing and this glowing glass erupts by him, he's like the guy who's standing under the street sign. He's like, head is down, and the only thought going through his head is, I wonder if there's fries in that O'Dorothy's. And that's the only thing that you can hear, and it's not helpful in determining what is going on here.
Damn. Okay. I don't want to move, so I'm gonna stay where I am. Can I use hurry as a move action though? I don't think so. Nope, standard action.
Okay.
That's my turn.
There you go. That is your turn, Spice. That brings us to Gibbs.
So Gibbs and Ari both not really fucking sure what's going on here. So Gibbs is gonna do what she does best and scramble through this trash can
you go.
and sort of skitter around the side of this building, avoiding the school spirit because she knows how to do that.
You know exactly what's going on there.
Cool. And then like we'll sort of like make eye contact with I'll go like kind of yeah, it's right there. I'll sort of poke my head around this like guy. The witch warper guy. And I'll be like, you want to fight two people on both sides, or are you after the Hulk too?
Okay.
And I will ready in action to throw out a spell if that seems to be met with hostility.
Okay. So, he's going to take his reaction to respond.
Cool.
And he's going to look at you. And as he does, he's just this buff looking like armadillo dude.
That's
he's
cool.
glowing. And he turns and he looks at you. And the eyes get a little bigger. And the mouth opens up. And this long tongue lolls out. And he just goes, let's see where he just goes, I can be on whatever side I want. They disappear.
What?
And then
I
reappear
love them
30
so
feet
fucking
away.
much. I
this?
love them so fucking much.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Perfect.
Nice.
Right up there. And they are now balanced on their tail, almost like a kangaroo, all limbs out, and they just go, look! And they're just glowing brightly in the darkness here. But that is their reaction.
Cool. What?
I get heavy Beetlejuice vibes.
Cool. Then I'm gonna instead, because I don't need to hold an action. Can I just like
Personality.
squint at the people throwing grenades or whatever out the door? And can I just like
Shooting.
perceive whatever that's going on in there
So,
with my turn?
as your action, yeah, you absolutely can. Make
Yeah.
a perception check.
Cool. Because I didn't get a sense of hostility from that, so shit, it was a nat 20 and then it flopped.
What is it?
14 plus 8 is
22.
22, please.
22?
Yeah.
You look in, and there are at least 3 or 4 individuals. That is what you can tell. You see what looks like a Shiren who seems to have glowing tattoos that are coming off of their plates. You see an individual who seems to be some kind of a humanoid, maybe human, maybe Lashunta, who's wearing heavy battle armor that seems to have images of a rising sun emblazoned on it. And then you see a gray to almost blue Yosoki. You can see they're wearing what looks like a coverall, very similar to the one that Echo actually wears, although this one much more tattered, definitely has a lot of patches on it. It's like held together with like different bits of advertising, almost like a NASCAR jumpsuit.
So the pink magic, is that coming from this guy or is that coming from the Yosoki? Because his magic was green and blue or something.
He's glowing green.
But
His staff, which is a magical item and seems to have its own properties, has this glowing glass-like stuff. His magic seems to be pink.
Okay. So it's definitely that guy. Okay.
He's got a lot of colors associated.
Yeah. No, I'm about it. Nice. Then I'm gonna look at the people who I'm now kind of standing next to and be like, I'm not hitting them. I'm gonna be like, oh, like don't hit me, please.
Okay.
But
No problem.
I'm there.
That is Gibbs' turn. That brings us to the top of the round. Echo, you are attacked by magic, by bullets. What would you like to do? Clockwork swords?
Echo wants to get out of here.
So what are you doing?
Section disengage.
Echo, sorry, quickly reading what I can do on different things. So Echo starts to run a program that they haven't touched in a while. It's a little dusty, called Holographic Clone.
Okay. Yeah, wow.
What?
Since the very first.
Nice.
And summons 4
Nice.
clones of themselves.
Very nice.
4 versions of you?
4 versions of me.
It's like mirror image.
Yeah.
It's basically mirror image, but
They
hologram.
stay there.
They follow me.
Okay, cool.
Do they need minis, or are they just kind of like that's for rolling?
It's basically mirror image, and it's for
Gotcha.
rolling.
Gotcha.
And then we'll take a guarded step back.
Back this way.
Away. I can't see where the things are, so
You're
just
like right up against the wall, so you can go this way or you can go that way, kind of skirting the wall.
whichever direction has the least amount of enemies is the way that Echo is going to go.
Oh, you're like right in the middle of.
You're in like the worst, probably the worst square on this board.
All right, up.
Echo can't really.
is also
Guarded
not
step
great.
is not an up.
Yeah.
Can't guard fly.
Then there's too many people for
Guard
like,
step. Echo goes. Dun.
If you have a fly speed, can you jump up?
If you have
With
a
a
5 speed, you
guarded
just
step?
fly. Oh, with the guarded step, I
guarded
don't
step?
believe so.
I'll
check,
There's no
but-
door there either.
There's a door.
The door is straight ahead.
Yeah, but Echo's not near it.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a guarded step into the door.
No.
There isn't really a guarded step to be stepped that will keep you guarded.
We started here.
You could be slightly less in a shitty place by 1 square.
Echo wants to be in a slightly less shitty place and go
so
that
just-
way.
There you go. They swing these swords and they clang over top. You duck under one, the other one swings it down. The gears grind into the pavement, and you slide past. And you are just making incremental progress back towards Bubs. You see Bubs is ducking behind the Dothko, using it to reflect bullets. But anything else, Echo?
They're gonna pull out their locust blade, and I don't think after taking a guard step I can do anything else.
Stab.
So that is your turn, Echo Shade. What would you like to do?
Would I know with my experience if a corroded fuel cell would still be volatile?
Yeah, it's volatile, but not as much. And depending on how badly it's corroded, it could not be volatile at all. This one's in pretty bad shape.
Would I be able to use my action to get this and roll it out here and try to fire it in the vicinity of right there?
So it would be an action probably to roll it. Do you have a bonus action ability to fire? Sorry,
I
swift
could
action?
use my, if there's a way to like trigger any computerized mechanisms, I could use
Do you
my
have any
exocortex to do it. I'm saying on the fuel cell.
Oh,
if
no,
there's
there's not
something
any
to.
computerized mechanisms to fuel cell.
If you tell Bubs to throw it, I'll put it.
Yeah, I think I would probably roll it out there and ping to the crew, like, get back, Bubs, hit this.
So you see, and it's the red dot that like rolls out first. So you see the explosive marking.
Can
No
I
problem.
just place where I'm, like, the trajectory that I'm trying to kick
Sure.
it towards? I would try to get it to, like, right about there. I'm basically rolling it, like, shooting
I
for
love
this
that.
pillar.
Make an attack roll.
So that
Make a ranged weapon attack.
hits against that
And
pillar
you are
there.
obviously not proficient in improvised explosive weapons.
advanced melee weapon.
Barrels.
Are you proficient in barrel
I took a
combat?
level in Donkey Kong,
Oh, then you're. I mean, you're gonna shine here.
rolling that shit.
Damn, it wasn't natural.
What's the just a regular ass
Ranged attack. Yeah,
That's gonna be a 15, but I am aiming for this pillar there, so
a 15.
yeah, 15 to hit the pillar.
No problem. So you roll, and to your relief, it seems like it's rolling perfect. So you can put it halfway to that pillar, and then we will get back to that. It's still rolling.
Okay.
That is your turn, Shade. This fuel cell rolls across, and you can see this greenish fluid leaking behind it. But that brings us to Bubs. Bubs, you get this ping to stand back. Bubs hit this, and then this fuel cell starts rolling.
Can I make it my action? How will this every turn? What move or?
Yeah, it seems like it's going to probably
got
hit that
momentum.
pillar in the next on the next
Okay,
turn.
so I'm just gonna make it my turn. Once it gets to that location, I'll throw
Okay.
my duck up.
So we'll ready action. We'll have to make it easier. We'll have that arrive at the end of the round, so that way you can take that action.
Okay, so
at
let
the
me just
end.
roll now.
No, we'll wait till the end.
Okay.
So that is Bubs. Brings us to the Huskheads. What?
Oh, yeah. Spice can.
Yeah, I can shoot it because I have a
Yeah,
guided
Spice
weapon.
could shoot it too.
But it's still not gonna happen.
That brings us to the Huskheads. So
Yeah, that's why I said you so that it would happen before they did their thing. So you should have. That's all right.
We're like 4 steps behind you. Sorry about that.
Oh no, it was fine. I could have told Dan that, but didn't want to meta it.
he's gonna feel like it because we go right onto the deck. Okay, so I should probably move him too. This disappears. So he drops concentration.
Nice.
No.
It doesn't matter. You're already shaken for the
Oh,
minute.
close.
The effect still happens.
Yeah, that's the great part
It's
about it. I
dope.
love Space
Yeah,
Spirit.
it's a
So
good
we're
spell.
still shaking even though the effect is down.
Because you
Yeah,
miss
because
it.
we've
Yeah.
disappears. So we'll start with the regular Huskheads. There's one that runs up or two that run up into the doorway, and you can see now, Shade. They kind of like skid to a stop.
Can I? Oh, never mind.
Can you what?
Never mind. No, that's it.
One of them is going to take an attack with a clockwork sword. This is going to be a 24 against your KAC.
That's a miss.
So that misses. They swing. You duck underneath. The second one opens up with their machine gun. That is going to be a 26 to hit.
That's a pizza.
There you go. So with the 26, you are going to be taking. Wow. Okay, 11 points of piercing damage. As they just kind of unload this SMG into the doorway. You have to duck out of the way and kind of take cover a little bit.
They shot.
Yeah.
I get a reaction because they're shooting at me within 5 feet. Right?
The person that's within 5 feet uses the sword. The person that's behind them uses the SMG.
behind me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
You okay?
Drank some water and then went down the wrong.
Sorry. No worries. So across the street, there's a new person under this kind of street sign, not the person that was there last turn. They are going to take a shot at Echo. Echo does a 24 hit, sorry.
Yes.
Okay. Echo, you are going to take...
No, I am not.
Ooh,
One of my clones gets hit instead and vanishes.
and that's good because at maximum damage, they take 18 points of damage. And these bullets just stitch them up. You can see like up the thigh, up the stomach, up the neck, and then the image just shatters. But that would have been painful.
Wow.
Now that brings us to the 3 that are surrounding you. We're all going to take attacks with these swords.
Hey, don't.
Could you?
Yeah, just not.
Maybe
So
instead.
the lowest one is a 26.
Yep. So they all go.
So you're taking 3 of these, and
I should probably help
oh
fight this.
gosh, this is rough. Okay, so minimum damage. You are taking 12 points of slashing damage.
Another clone goes away.
Another minimum damage. You are taking 12 points of slashing damage, and from the third, which was, by the way, only 1 away from a critical, you're going to be taking 17 points of slashing damage.
And then, so I'm down to 1 clone and myself.
Very nice. So Echo just all these projected mirrored
HP
images
just went up like
extend and then just are ripped apart by bullets, swords, and Echo, you are like, this is as you are making your guarded step, like sneaking away. The other Echo's just getting annihilated here. But that takes a lot of attacks. Now there are 4 more who are going to shoot down in the direction of you, Shade, and you are getting full cover for this.
We like that.
Yeah, I doubt that they're going to be able to hit you, truthfully. Well, maybe. Only one of them has even a chance. That is going to be a 30, and you are getting an additional 8 to your KAC.
Is it? Oh no, that doesn't hit.
Yeah. So as you are like in this doorway, all these shots come forward, the sword slashes down, you duck for cover. All of a sudden, like right where you were is just bullets, riddled with bullets that go up and begin to stitch the wall behind you. But that is all of the regular Huskheads. The glowing Huskhead peers over the corner, and Echo, suddenly you see their tail like wraps around the railing, and then they just upside down, and they are looking at you upside down, glowing. The tongue like upside down goes over their nose, and now is like dangling over here. But they are going to. They already used their stone.
It's a shame that we have to kill this dude now.
Okay.
You get his fancy staff thing.
Because he's like.
I like
a
him.
fun NPC that we're about to murder. So
I'm trying to be his friend, but
He is going to take the staff
dying.
and take 2 attacks against you with it. He looks at you, the tongue goes, and then he pulls it back and just tries to bonk you on the head as hard as he can. And he yells, bonk. That is going to be, jeez, he's not good.
oh, that's good.
That is going to be a 16
No.
and a 18.
No.
And so he bonk, 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 and he's just trying to hit you and then just drops. Could you put him down on the bottom?
With the, like, behind or in front of
Other side of the side.
other guys?
Yeah, right there. He peels himself back onto his feet, and you watch as his spine suddenly extends about 2 inches, just in little spikes along the edge. But that is his turn, and that brings us to the Soupsters Union. No, they'll probably still shoot from in there. And Echo, could you roll a d6 as well?
D6 this time.
Is it a 1? Okay. Does a 22 hit, Echo?
Hit what?
EAC.
Damn it, beats it.
Okay.
Let me roll for the clone. I hit my clone.
Nice.
That clone away, and Echo, you are once again alone.
Just in time to make a reflex save.
You watch as one of the
An
Huskheads is
explosion.
also hit, however. I have others. And they're not, they're starting to not look great. But
I didn't even hit anybody.
I don't think anyone.
there's one person that's been hit twice now.
I hit someone, but
That is the Soupsters Union Spice. You crouch down, and from where you are through your sniper scope, you can see there are 4 individuals across these 2 decks on the other side of that skyscraper. They are shooting down at Shade from there, but don't seem to have a great shot.
Okay. Spice hears Shade kick the cylinder. What are those called? The EMPs.
the is
Fuel
an
cell.
energy
Fuel cell out. And she screams over the comm. I'm gonna shoot it with my I'm gonna shoot it with my sniper. Are you guys ready? You better duck. I'm gonna shoot it.
Now?
What? Yeah.
Cool.
It's
Make your
in
attack roll.
position, isn't it?
Make your attack roll.
Yeah. It's and he jumped down, so I'm
make
gonna
your
shoot
attack
it.
roll. Yeah.
Because
Move
now
action.
these guys are over here.
Activating the guided property. So.
Fantastic, yeah.
situation.
You know what? You don't even need to roll an attack roll. There's no way you could miss it with the guided property.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
this is just, it's a fuel cell. And with Shade's help, calling the shot. Okay, so
Oh my god, Echo.
Yours.
Oh,
Reflex saving throw.
I don't know. Would you rather me hit you or
You
keep
already
getting
said
hit
it.
by all these
you
guys?
do not get hit.
Yeah, I think it hits
It's a
everyone except for
10-foot
you.
blast with the reduced radius from this being a
Everyone.
a 25-year or 27-year-old fuel cell.
just think about the time that Echo exploded a fuel cell and it hit everybody.
Oh no, absolutely.
I watch Spice's gun with the heart scope aims at the fuel cell, and the little heart just goes pop, and then you just watch this laser zoom around the legs of the trail here, and just.
Echo sees none of that.
You
That's
take the
all in the
Dovco, you see the
animators.
fuel cell, you're about to swing it, and so you pull it up, and you see the 3 pines that become the sort of spikes of the Dovco. This laser just right through 2 of them. It goes straight over you between the 2 Huskheads, who both like have to pull apart, and they look at each other as they look at it go through, and it just zooms straight over and strikes the fuel cell true. It explodes, and the 2 Huskheads who are closest to it take 26 points of damage.
Very nice.
The you
Very
can
nice
see
indeed.
the overhead kind of road. You can hear this as the metal begins to like twist and warp. It's damaged but not destroyed, and you would imagine any more damage to that structure will cause that part of the road to collapse.
Part?
Yes. So fantastic, well done. That
was
brings
really
us
good.
to.
That was well done.
Oh, that's Spice's turn. Spice, anything else?
No, that's everything I can do.
All right,
Nice
Gibbs.
switch. She just goes nice.
There is this that just rolls out, and you're just like nice as the wind and the debris just blows by you.
I want to damage that thing. I want to damage the side.
How are you gonna do it?
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it stupidly, of course, because I got fucking nothing else.
Fart on it.
No, I'm gonna fucking times edge it.
A light breeze.
I'm
will
gonna
knock it
cast
over.
a 5-foot. Hold on,
Can
I
you
gotta.
times edge objects?
Yeah, I can
Time edge reality, essentially.
I guess that's
Oh
true.
shit.
I'll make it. I don't know if Echo will.
I gotta stand here,
Yeah.
and that's an evil guy, right?
As far as you can tell, it's a Huskhead for sure.
He's mean. Okay, so I have to take an attack of opportunity, but in order to line up my shot so I don't hit Echo, I'm gonna send a 120-foot line straight through here, straight through this cool guy,
Okay.
and straight through this building.
Phenomenal. Okay, so you're gonna hit Echo.
No, I won't. No, it's 5 feet. I
Oh,
move and I'm
oh.
angling and I'm taking the
I
attack of
see what you're
opportunity
saying.
to avoid it. So I'm perfectly lining
Like
up
hitting
to not.
this and this guy.
And that guy, yeah, so
through.
So you're trying to hit 2 people.
So you're also probably closer to here.
Yeah. that would
To
be-
get
Okay,
that
yeah,
straight
cool.
line.
However, yeah,
And so you're hitting the glowing
This?
guy and the
The
guy next to
armadillo,
Glowing guy.
you.
yeah.
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah. Very, very nice.
Nice.
It's a reflex
Resex saving throw.
saving throw.
Now,
Sex flaving.
Yes.
Okay, the regular guy, that is going to be a 26 to save. Or sorry, no. The regular guys, it's going to be only a, still pretty good, 27 to save.
That's fine. He still takes half damage.
The good one
Yeah.
is only going to be a 21 to save.
They both save.
Okay.
My DC's 19.
Okay.
The bridge.
How much, what kind of damage is it?
Time.
Slashing.
Slashing. That bridge, which is a road, comes down. And so with the momentum of that shift, well, hang on here. It is going to fall down. The support is anchored in, so when it falls, this will fall like this.
Great.
And so,
Fantastic.
Echo, you and this guy are taking that hit as this comes down.
Is there a
to
reflex
essentially
save?
crush it. Yeah. Take a reflex saving throw.
Thank God. So 27.
27. You see this, you can hear the metal shriek, and you just step out of the way. This other guy, he was about to hit you with the sword, and so he just falls prone as you do, and he looks up, and you hear, if I had the Wilhelm scream cue, that would have been so funny. But you just hear as this just crushes him, and he is dead.
This
And so then,
The white one, yeah.
so then those 2 guys that took half damage from Time's Edge, they take 16 damage because that's halved. They saved.
That's still pretty good.
And then
And the bridge hit the guy that didn't get hit.
yeah.
Very, very nice.
And then I take an attack of opportunity for casting a spell. Well, I guess the guy can choose to take an
use
attack
this-
of
yeah,
opportunity.
he's going to.
Yeah, I assume so.
He sees you throw out this massive just blade of energy, and he is going to have a 17 against your KAC. Oh, sorry. He has a weapon. He's not going to take an attack of opportunity because he has a ranged weapon out. He's not going to
well,
do that.
I was gonna say because Shade healed my armor, it wasn't gonna hit.
Look at that. So he fires, and it is not in a good place. It ricochets off your armor. A little bruise in the morning, but it doesn't hurt.
Cool. And then I'm gonna look to find the glowy guy and the rebel and just go. Should be on my side.
Okay. Give me 1 second here.
He's gonna fuck my day up, I'm sure.
I
But
don't know. Is it better to be on your side,
Does
Echo?
Cheshire have a side?
Echo is
Oh, lifelink.
Thank God.
Sorry.
Nice.
8 points.
So that is Gibbs's turn, which brings us to the top of the round. There is like smoke and explosions and fire. And I think, yeah. So that is going to bring us to Echo. Echo. This bridge collapses directly over top you. You step out of the way, and as the debris rains around you, what do you want to do?
Am I in base contact with anybody anymore?
I don't think so. I think
No,
you got
because
covered.
I think, yeah.
I splitted
if
you
it
up.
landed exactly how it's landed,
Yeah.
these people are all on the other
Yeah,
side of the
so Gibbs literally just put a shield of a road down in front of
There
you.
are two
Right.
people over here, though, that are still within line
Yeah.
of sight of you.
Yeah,
And you probably have cover from at least this guy down here with his angle. This guy might still be able to get a shot, but it's
Yeah.
probably at least partial cover.
Echo's going to move forward a little bit and just kind of like duck under the road a little bit better so they have better cover.
Okay.
And kind of like hide behind one of the support beams.
Okay.
And then they're going to use that as their stealth
Okay.
against the guy closest.
Okay.
So that's going to be a 35.
That succeeds.
Wow.
And shoot. For a dirty 20.
Nice.
You got both.
20. That is against which one?
It's cold and piercing. I don't know what it is when it's both.
Cold and piercing. My gut tells me that it's probably piercing. KAC.
I think that's
And is
KAC.
that against the glowing guy or just a regular guy?
It's the guy that's right
Regular
here,
guy.
right?
That hits. Pizza pizza.
All right, let's. Yeah, these banger dice. Clank, clank.
Ooh, so many dice.
It's nice when you roll all the dice.
It's nice when you roll the dice.
So that's 10.
How do you do that?
What?
That.
It's nice when you roll the dice.
Just don't breathe out of your nose.
What does that mean?
30 points of cold and 34 points of cold and piercing damage.
Dead.
He's still up.
And 8. Are we level 8?
Yeah.
Yeah.
8 points of bleed.
He's
Now
down.
he's
Oh, Echo!
Nice.
You love
See
it.
you
You
later.
can see this shot hits him right in the back, in the ribs, as he's holding this SMG and just spraying the door down. Shade, you duck away, and you see like shooting and just unloading like dozens of bullets, and then all of a sudden the gun just scatters and like slides across, and his body almost in the door, like draped across the guy that's holding the sword. Anything else, Echo?
That's my full action.
That's fantastic. Well done.
I'm
Shade,
so hidden now.
what would you like to do?
You're welcome.
Free action. I'm going to say, Spice, good shot. Take out the guys on the roof or on the balcony.
She immediately goes, aye, aye, Captain, and then goes, fuck.
Uh,
Never mind.
Guys, is
Echo.
this teamwork?
try to flank if possible. I'm gonna attack this guy right
Okay.
now.
Make your
So
attack.
I'm gonna use my quick action to draw the blade since
Okay.
he's right in front of me.
Yeah, no
and
problem.
then I'm gonna use my my exocortex action to distracting hack.
Okay.
So it's against his.
Make
It's
the
a
con-
feint.
Yeah.
It's the feint one.
Sense motive.
He's
That's a
gotta be-
sense motive.
Where's it's minus the 2 still because of shaken, right? So 27.
That succeeds.
Cool. So
Yeah.
now he's flat-footed,
He fails. Okay, yeah. You
And-
flat-footed?
and now I make my
I'm not in
attack.
charge today.
Sorry.
Oh.
This guy. Now I make my attacks.
Oh, there is a flat-footed.
I found it.
Go ahead and make your attacks.
I'm slacking. Sorry.
Let's
It's hard being Kara.
She's one and only.
You mean Spice?
that's a 10.
A 10 is a miss. This blade unfolds from your arm, and some of the debris that has fallen from the bridge kind of grinds the gears, and it doesn't quite fully extend. But then you just break the debris, and you have your knife free.
And then I guess move action. I will take a guarded step back.
Okay. So you step back away from the door. That is your turn, Shade. That brings us to Bubbles.
And
Bubs is going to move up and attack this person in front of him.
Okay.
And
You already have the hammer held over your head because you're
Yeah.
about to throw it. So you take that momentum and just take a huge step forward for this swing.
Bubs is going to say, like to build himself up. The soup of today is gazpacho.
That's the worst soup.
What's wrong?
Cold.
Yeah, that's what he's a cold-blooded killer. That's
It's
fantastic.
19
And it's red
minus
like
2,
blood.
17.
Yeah, it's tomatoes. It's like a tomato soup.
17
It can be bad. I've had water
Yeah.
on gazpacho.
It's like
is 30.
yeah, 30 hits. Absolutely.
Love this.
oh, also yeah, because he's got a minus. I know, because feint is
6 plus 17 is 23.
nice.
23.
Very nice.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
He looks like he's in rough shape. After that swing, already a little bit like off kilter. He's looking a little bit uncertain in this moment, and you could see the eyes blink, and then they blink from a different direction as he seems to have augmented eyes. But anything else, Bubs?
That's it.
All right. That is Bubs. That brings us to the Huskheads. So, Bubbles. This guy is going to turn around.
Oh, he's not shaken anymore, or not flat-footed anymore.
This guy's going to stay there. They are going to move 30. They are going to, actually, on the end of their last turn, they're going to use the reaction. And up here. And they're going to stand up there. Okay, so Bubbles, you are taking one attack from a clock sword.
The other one's the one that got bonked.
Which one?
Or the one that's directly under.
Yeah. He's the bonked guy. Bubbles, that is going to be a 19 to hit. So he swings and he's like shaken. He can't really like collect himself enough to put up together a good attack. Gibbs, you're going to be taking 2 melee attacks. One of them drops their SMG at their feet to do so. Does a 19 hit?
Yeah, of course.
It does?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. So both of these are going to hit.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm still squishy as fuck.
Dang, yeah.
I'm less
for
squishy,
real.
but still
Squish
squishy.
it, lady.
Gibbs,
Squish it, baby.
you are going to be taking 13 points of slashing damage
Mm-hmm.
plus 18 points of slashing damage. As these swords click, and as the blade strikes into you, the gears pull your flesh and fur away from your arm as they do. And so it's not just a cut, it tears as well.
Oh, I don't like
But
that.
that is the ones that are targeting Gibbs. The 4 that are up at the top, I guess because Gibbs is also the only real visible one with the bridge now down, will take shots at Gibbs as well. And so Gibbs' bullets just start flying around you. Gibbs. Okay, put that one aside right now. Gibbs does a
That sounds like a natural 20.
16 hit.
No.
Okay. The next lowest is a 20.
Hits.
Okay. So Gibbs,
18, baby.
you are taking 2 hits in total,
Okay.
and you watch as they also shoot one of their friends with a natural one.
Hey,
Oh, natural 1. Love it.
So-
I could
We'll
tell.
do that in a second.
Yeah.
Where did my D12 go? Okay. Gibbs,
Yeah.
you are going to be taking 9 points of piercing damage from the first,
Okay.
and 11 points of piercing damage from the second.
Okay, hold on one second. 11 minus 6.
And you watch as the person who is maybe like, oh jeez, actually. So the red Shirin who escaped the debris, they're coughing. They were the one that was initially coughing it down. You can see they look down, and all of a sudden their eyes connect to their hot dog. It's there on the ground. They reach towards it, and as they do, it's like they step right in the field of battle as they're like, this person's firing bullets. One of them just hits him straight in the face, and he watches his whole head just caves in, and he dies on top of his hot dog. You can pull that red Shiren off right there. Yeah.
Nice.
You hear from up in the top of the tower, oh shit! And then it seems like there was some friendly fire that just occurred. The glowing Huskhead. Okay. Let's see. Just 1 second here. Pull up this spell. Okay. He and just appears up at the top, and you can see these tiny little armadillo eyes gazing throughout. And he's going to settle his eyes on.
Probably.
On who?
Well,
On Echo? On
probably
Gibbs?
Echo,
On our
'cause
teammates who are.
they're
Come on, you're right
not doing
there.
great?
On Shade to
Nice.
start.
through the door. Does I
Through the door.
I have cover?
As you are firing, you can see there is like debris. You can barely see out the door. And all of a sudden, you see two tiny little glowing lights. And suddenly, your mind is flooded with psychic stimuli. Can you go ahead and make a will saving throw, please?
Ooh.
Dirty 20. Nope, because I have the -2. Has it been a minute? It hasn't been a minute.
It has
I
not
still
been.
have shaken, right?
Yep,
Then that's an 18.
that is a failure.
Damn.
So, Shade, you are taking a total of. Not bad. What kind of damage is this? 32 psychic damage. Or sorry. That was 22 psychic damage.
Oh.
Bubbles, can you make
Still
a
not great.
will saving throw, please?
Yep.
Oh.
That's a 5 plus 9, so 14.
Bubbles, you take 25 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And.
-5.
Very nice, yeah.
Joe's just showing me spells I should be taking.
Echo, can you make a will saving throw, please?
Yikes.
For Echo, that's going to be 19.
19 meets it, beats it. You are taking half damage.
Damn, that's shaking. Really fucked.
You are taking 27 points of psychic damage.
That's half?
Oh no, sorry, halved
Oh, God.
to 13 points of psychic damage.
Somehow
Still
the
bad,
half
but
damage
dear
is
God.
more
13
than
yeah, I know, right? 13 points of psychic damage. As you are able to, you see
underneath
first,
underneath here.
as this thought ripple hits Shade, it explodes and emanates out from the mind and leaps into Bubs. And Bubs, suddenly you are struck with all these thoughts of disappointment, exasperation, all of these emotions that are just overwhelming. And you sense that these are Shade's emotions. And then you are overwhelmed with those. And so much so that it explodes off your brain and leaps across and into the rubble. And where you are, Echo, maybe the debris just shields you a little bit from it, but you just get flecks and images of little Bubbles in his childhood. And these are not happy memories. And this threatens to overwhelm you, but you're a little bit more grounded than Bubbles is. You push that away. That is all of the Huskheads' turn. That brings us to the Soupsters Union. From where they are at the moment, Gibbs, from the inside, you can hear, "What the hell was that?" And then another person from the inside just goes, "I'm not sure, but I can't do any more for you." And they're just like talking. No further shots come out as the debris and the smoke is currently obfuscating that doorway pretty well. That brings us to Spice. Spice, the smoke is just low enough that it is not obfuscating you from shooting at the people in that building.
Well, so Spice is obviously from her vantage point seeing the lay of the land and sees all of her friends grab their heads and take all of the psychic damage. And so
Echo succeeding also saved Gibbs from having to make a save.
Because it
Yeah,
jumps.
thought ripples
Like
did.
Pearl Forestess, but better.
And the range gets
but
bigger.
you guys
every-
still,
every level.
you guys aren't in great health.
No one is, no.
No one is now.
Except you.
Except for
I'm not
Spice.
terrible.
And these
Okay.
guy are not actively
We aren't.
shooting.
Oh, they
are
certainly
Gibbs.
are. They have not shot well, but they are all actively shooting with SMGs at a crazy range.
Fucking
You saw
annoying.
one of them actually shoot one of their own teammates in the face.
One of
Right,
them
that
has
was
the
an natural
sniper
one.
already.
Okay.
One of them is, yeah.
Well,
The one that was on the corner.
let me count one.
That I pointed him out.
Yeah, I mean, you pointed to that group. You didn't see specifically which one.
Oh, okay.
but that pointer has been around, so they're still up.
Sorry, Echo. Survive one more round.
Okay.
Please. I'm gonna shoot at these guys up here.
Oh, okay.
Move action. I was gonna heal you,
It's okay.
but I'm hoping I didn't look at your character sheet, so I'm hoping that you can survive another round.
What you doing?
Or I'm shooting up here, using my move action to activate the guided, and I'm going to aim for whichever one has the most menacing looking gun.
Okay. So make your attack roll.
Okay. Please be good. That cocked.
Nice.
Okay. It's going to be plus. Forget what my ranged bone is. It's 6. 24 to hit.
24 hits.
Nice.
Fuck yeah. Here we go. Sniped ya for damn. Oh, that's not the right dice.
Better
Okay.
dice?
Who's got a D10 for me? Oh, nice! Hi!
Sorry, I didn't mean to roll it for you.
That's
though.
okay. I'm gonna take it. So 16 points of damage.
Had it been a 1, I would have.
Okay. 16 points of damage. With that sniper rifle cracking and the shot reverberating and echoing through the air.
Energy and fire.
Energy and fire. Give me 1 second here. They had not been hit before. Okay.
The little heart shape just lights up and burns a hole into wherever.
You can see their whole body lurches back, and as their arm sprawls out, they were holding that long sniper rifle. They lower it again, and you see the little laser dot like begin to get like smaller and smaller, indicating that they're looking for you.
I'm prone.
But okay, no worries. Anything else, Spice?
No, that's everything.
All right.
Can't do much. I guess I'm gonna yell out to my teammates. Hang in there! I'm gonna help you soon! Trying to take these guys down.
Gibbs. Overhead, you watch as one of them like just unloads a clip from their SMG, shoots one of their teammates in the face. You hear, "Oh fuck!" and then you hear, "Oh fuck!" and then a second later, the crack of the sniper rifle as Spice's hit registers before the sound does. What would you like to do, Gibbs?
Lifelink on Echo.
Thank you.
And then, kind of like look at this guy who's next to me. It was like kind of like awkwardly, you know, like when your coworkers are in line together. Gibbs is gonna just like pull out her bottle, take a swig, and just it at Echo. And spend a resolve point to cast a spell-like ability, which doesn't trigger an attack of opportunity as she healing channels all of us.
Okay.
And everyone in 30 feet, which is really only me and Echo, heals 39 points of healing.
There's this tense moment
39.
where
My
the two of you
God.
are standing next to each other. He watches his friend is shot in the face and dies. He looks at you, you look at him, you take your bottle, you slowly pull it up. He's like slowly pulling up his weapon, and then you take a sip and he slowly like kind of lowers his weapon, and then you turn and he's just like, what the fuck? And he just has no idea what to do with this, but doesn't provoke an attack of
Right,
opportunity.
so we're just standing there awkwardly next to each other, like looking at each other, and
This
I
is
can't
how we
move.
show love.
I can't move, I can't do anything but heal Echo if I do that, but I do
No
that.
worries. So you flood Echo with trashy healing. That is your turn, Gibbs, and that does bring us to the top of the order, who is Echo. Echo, you can see from the debris that is like raining down around you just silhouettes of movement. You do see the glowing figure right above you, and you have an idea as to where your teammates are. What do you want to do?
It's a whole lot of skin.
Do I have a clear line of sight to that guy?
Yes. At the moment, he's like kind of bouncing around on his tail, and he's glowing. So even in the smoke, you can see him.
Okay. We've hit him, right?
We've had good times.
We've hit him.
You've lived a
know.
good life.
I feel like the only thing, I don't know. Who's hit him?
We've gotten a good sense of his character. It's
like
time
him.
for him to leave.
Whoever
now.
dealt 26 points of damage is who hit him.
That was me.
There you go.
With my,
It's time for him
yeah.
to leave
Okay.
now.
Echo is going to kind of angle themselves, aim up, and do a full attack.
Okay, yeah. Make your attack.
Ooh. One's a 2.
And this is against. Okay, yeah, sorry.
I think we've established KAC.
Yeah.
So one's a 2, which is 12, which I assume does nothing.
Nothing.
The other one is a 29.
Oh, we like that.
That hits.
And then the other one is a natural 20.
Let's go.
So go ahead, roll damage on that. Do the natural 20 last.
All right, so the first one is 10 points of cold and piercing.
Nice.
And then another 10 points of cold and piercing, and that's the natural 20.
Okay.
So doubled that.
So
There's a crit effect to the weapon, too.
Yep.
So for the first ones, that was, and then for the critical, sorry,
10.
10. That's already doubled
Oh, do you double the dice with
for a critical hit.
Yeah.
for Starfinder too?
Yeah.
Sweet. 20 then.
And you get the effect.
And the critical effect, which is 1d6 of bleed. Hold for
Go
roll.
for it.
3.
8.
3.
3.
Blood for the blood
Does that
god.
get doubled with the crit?
It's a dice, so it does.
6!
Nice.
6 points of bleed. Each bleed round, he gets a bleed
Oh,
token.
he's bleeding?
He's bleeding.
We have a bleeding token?
We do.
It's this guy.
Yeah.
From the debris, you like pull yourself out. Your leg is trapped, and for a moment, you have a flashback to your leg being ruined previously, and so you just close your eyes and yank it out, and still working, still attached. You pull your gun out, you lean against the downed road behind you, and you just fire. And you watch as from where you are, he springs out, his tongue unrolls, and the tongue is severed off, and it just right down on the ground.
Oh, that's
blood
pretty
spouts out. It is glowing, irradiated blood that just splashes across. They seem kind of hurt. Anything else, Echo?
That was my full action.
Very
Can't
nice.
use verbal components.
That brings us to Shade.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's not being
Starfinder.
Starfinder, I don't think.
So, being sort of taken aback by the massive amount of psychic damage that we all just took, gonna leap at this guy and full attack, try to stab him.
Go for it.
with
Make your
the
full
blade.
attacks.
Exocortex, distracting hack first.
Okay. Yeah, do that.
That's gonna be like a 32, I think.
32 is a
Or
success.
31. And then full actions -4 to
I
the.
believe so.
Let me just double check when I.
It's -4 or -6, but I'm pretty sure it's -4.
Yeah, I think that's it too. That's gonna be a 19 to hit
Against?
for the first against KAC.
That is not enough to hit.
Okay, and then second one is not gonna hit either.
You swing, but from the side of your hip as you pull up, the blade catches in the door. You are fighting in a tough spot right now.
And I'm a little frazzled.
A little frazzled. Anything else, Shade?
Nope, that's it for me.
Bubs, the captain's in trouble. What are you going to do?
Bubs is going to attack the guy in front of him.
There you go. Make your attack roll.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Good job, Bubs.
That's a 10 plus, what is it, 13? 23.
That hits.
4 plus 17 is 21.
21. Instantly, as you swing in, and the Dothko just digs into elements of his thigh, metal is just shredded away, and suddenly there's a poof, and you can see little plastic capsules roll everywhere. If you've ever seen those little quarter machines with the little toys, it's just little toys in these little capsules rolling all across the space. His leg almost disattaches, but you watch as the wires seem to pull it back together. He's looking kind of hurt. Anything else, Bubbles?
That's it.
Alrighty. That is your turn, Bubbles. Shade, from where you are, you catch your sword in the door and you're about to get struck, and then Bubbles slams into this guy, and you can see he's starting to look rough. But that is his turn, and that brings us to the Huskheads themselves.
Can these guys just die already?
You gotta hit him.
Joe, I hit him once.
He's gonna
Why was that not enough? How dare you? Is that guy moving?
I'm thinking about it. Yeah, he is. So
Cool.
He's 10, 15, 20, 20.
Guys, I've never once hit an attack of opportunity.
Today's your day.
Now's the time.
Yep, you got it. Well, here we go. He's
Does he go past Echo too or
15.
no?
No.
15. That's a miss, unfortunately. You swing, you take the flask, and you spit, and the second that you spit, he runs. And you can hear, he just says, I'm telling little Elrune. And he's just running and running. He leaps over the trash can, and he's making his way somewhere.
Hope you trip.
He does a little, but then he gets back up. The 4 who were up on that balcony seem to search for just a moment for whoever shot at them, but they're going to refocus their attention on Gibbs and take 3 attacks against you.
oh brother, you got
Gibbs.
me down soon.
Oh my god. Can I tell you, because of the distance, the highest roll, I don't think it's negative.
What do you mean negative? That's good.
So we'll put the natural one aside. I rolled a 1 and 2 2s. So
Oh fuck yeah! Wow.
Gibbs, a 15 does not hit.
No!
So they fire all around you, and again, nobody gets hit. And you see this guy leaps, and he falls because he gets shot by his ally.
One of these guys up here?
6, he does 8 points of damage. Hang on.
Does he fall the fuck out?
No, he just kind of trips and then gets back to his feet.
Oh.
He's still alive. No, sorry, I was talking about the guy who ran off the board away from you. He got hit because there was a natural one.
Nice. Love it.
But he still is limping down and away.
He's telling
so he's not
Eldaroon.
No, the glowing guy, his tongue shot off by Echo, is going to
He takes
leap.
bleed damage too.
Yeah, is going to leap down to Echo. Takes his 6 points.
No! Fucking hell!
I'm doing better now.
Yeah, you got healed.
Got a lot of help now.
And he is going to pull the Shimmerstone staff back, and you see his hands glow pink and the staff glows pink.
Oh, is he
and
using
he
self-destruct?
looks at you again, and with his tongue severed, he just goes, real bog! And he's going to swing it. This is a single attack. Does a 34 hit. Yeah.
I did.
Uncanny dodge.
A 34 hits even bubbles.
Yeah. Echo. As magic is unleashed from this, as they pull the staff down to hit you, you watch as it looks like it tears the air behind it, and as it strikes in, what looks like a 200-pound iron anvil just slides out of a rift in reality and slams into your body. As you take additional damage, you are taking a total of 5, 6, 7, 8.
Fun fact, Witch Warper is my backup character.
18, 19, 20.
I have Witch Warper spells. I can attest that they are good.
32 points of fire damage as this slams into you, and the magical pink energy ripples across onto your body and ignites. Almost like glowing pink incandescent flames. They ripple across your body. You are, can you make a reflex saving throw, please?
Gladly. That is a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. And as he holds it in place, this burning staff, you step away, and if you were one lower, you imagine you would be very much on fire right now. But you are not. That pink fire just fizzles out. More of the blood just drips away from their cut off tongue. That is their turn, and it does bring us to the Soupsters Union, who now...
I have to get up from home and then move. I can't.
You see that little Yosoki appear at the doorway.
Hi!
As this group appears to be slowly crawling forward, you see a gray in the booth. And they're going to hold their action until they see any Huskheads. But you hear Gibbs from the inside, that Yosoki, go, I think it's all clear. That is their turn. That brings us to Spice. Gibbs, you're on deck.
Seeing Echo just repeatedly just take hits.
Somehow I'm tanking?
Yeah, somehow our tank shouldn't be Echo. As much as I want to
That
keep
AC.
shooting at these guys, I'm gonna use my full action. So I have my movement, I guess, is to get up from prone, which fucking blows.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna move 30 feet, and then that's literally everything.
You can move 4 times your movement speed. So it would be half of one of those to get up, and
What did
then,
you
Getting up is different in Starfinder.
isn't it half your movement speed?
I think it's a swift action.
No, it's not. It's like full. I don't think it's a swift action to get up from prone.
It's not a full action, I don't think, but give me 1 second here. I'll look at it. Standing up requires a move action and provokes an attack of opportunity, so it is a move action.
Okay. Yeah, my move
Yeah, stand
action,
up
and then
is-
can I use my action to move my
Yep.
speed?
So that's what you did.
Yeah.
I see.
And I'm hiding, but I'm within range of my besties.
There you go. So you end grumpy. You couldn't shoot at anybody, but you feel your besties nearby.
Yeah.
So that's okay. That is your turn, Spice. That brings us to Gibbs.
This guy looks bad.
Which one?
Glowy go.
You cannot see them at this moment. I believe they're on the other side of this
they're on the other side.
road that you brought
The
down.
Magic
only
knows
one that you
magic. I don't have to be
is-
able to see him to cast a spell at him. So I just close my eyes and sense where he is in the universe and will mind thrust him at 3rd level. I
Okay.
need a will saving throw, please.
Give me 1 second.
Will they or won't they? Am I right?
Ayo.
I'm now giving up on dice. My spells are too high. It's just like
I knew I held a reaction for a reason.
Oh no.
Can you go ahead and make a mysticism check? Or sorry, make a ability check using your spellcasting ability.
mine's intelligence, just so you're aware.
There you go.
Nat 1.
No!
Nice.
Nat 1.
No!
Gibbs, you squint and nothing happens. And your magic is dispelled before it even starts.
I did not.
You
take
see as
the,
they hold their hand up, this seems to be something that is intuitive to witch warpers. The species.
Damn. So then
The staff begins to glow again.
You wouldn't see it though because you're on the other side.
Yeah. Echo, all of a sudden, for no reason, the staff just begins to glow.
I can fit right here.
Was the spell happening like a visible effect or no?
My spell?
Yeah.
Mine was squinting. No, mine was just like
It's a
reaching out with
psychic
my
effect.
brain. Yeah, it's like it's
Kara's made a connection that Echo wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Gibbs, you like scramble under the road and you're like, did I get him? And he very much did not.
cool. But I'm a little closer to Echo.
You also went right next to a person
Where's the person?
who's on your
Oh, is there-
side.
Oh shit! I didn't even see him. Oh, I wouldn't have done that. Hold on, I would have seen him.
Which one?
No, that guy. I thought that guy was dead.
The
I thought-
crushed guy.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, he got fully crushed.
Yeah.
There was another guy that I took off the board. I didn't realize there were
Both
two
of them would have gotten crushed. The two,
Okay.
the red and the
This guy.
yeah.
Okay, but we're
can't
all
remember what
here. We're
primer
just a
color
bridge
I used.
apart. And
Yes, exactly.
I've got my little. I can
Bridge
fit.
too far.
We're literally like 5 feet from each other, all 3 of us.
Anything
but,
else? Gibbs, sorry.
No, you fucked my day, man.
It's like I measured things out. Echo, what would you like to do?
Ah!
Did that use my spell slot?
Yes, it does.
Okay, cool.
Guess what?
What?
At 6th level, I can cast holographic clone twice in one day, and I'm level 8.
Very nice. So all of a
Echo
sudden,
hits restart program.
Tank it.
dun, dun, whoa, 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 whoa. All these
And-
echoes appear.
No, only one echo
Oh, only
appears.
one echo appears.
The program just like encounters an error because it doesn't get run very often.
You're
and,
like, oh yeah, restart program, done, and it's just like a single instance.
and then Echo takes their guarded step back.
There you go. You step back. Your back is against this road, but no worries.
I have a little area that I can move.
You've had very little maneuvering room so far this battle.
I'm a thin person.
Shade from the doorway. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna make another full action attack at this guy after
Go for
I
it.
faint action him.
He's looking a little rough now.
He's got to beat a 29.
That hits.
That's for.
Oh, sorry, faint action.
Yeah, so he's flat-footed now, so -2 to all his shit. Well, unless he beats the.
No, he
six
doesn't beat
bonus.
it.
And then he's gonna take not great rolls tonight.
I mean, he's not looking great after Bubs.
Yeah. Does a 17 hit?
A 17 does
KAC.
not hit.
With the -2?
A 17 does not hit.
Okay. Then the other one doesn't hit either.
Unfortunate. Shade. In this doorway, you just can't quite get in there. This is a long sword in a short space. That is your turn. That brings us to Bubs. Bubs, you watch as your captain flails ineffectively. What would you like
I got
to
this
do?
one.
Berserk against
I'm just gonna
the
standard attack.
door.
That's a 9 plus
I'm angry.
13. That's 22.
22 hit?
Yep.
22 hits?
Smoosh this man, please.
Fuck him up, Bubs.
I'm imagining that Shade is kind of like a Beyblade, and the arms are spinning, and it's just ching, 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 ching against the doorway and just can't quite get through.
I was picturing just like
Yeah, no, that's
wildly
more probably
slashing
what's
and just
happening.
continuously
26 points of
hitting the door
damage.
frame.
You try to swing, and it catches the doorway, and then you watch as Bubs just separates their head from their body, the spike impaling it, and then ripping it straight from the body.
Nice.
They're dead.
Cool. Now I can go through the door.
They're beyond flat-footed.
They are
Anything else,
They're
Bubs?
footed.
All right. That brings us to the Huskheads. The one that is nearest you, Dan, is going to just run off the board into the alleyway.
Nice.
You took your guarded step back, right?
Yeah.
Closing on Echo.
Am I
No!
hostile? Because I'm there.
You are hostile. You're not close enough to threaten them.
Okay.
Echo, they step, you like take your guarded step back, and in perfect lopstep, almost like you're dancing with them, they take a step forward, and they are right back in your space, and they just hold this staff, and they go, whack, and they swing it again.
Fuck.
That is only going to be a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Luckily, it seems like whatever ability they'd used previously is not quite reloaded. So
wait,
you are
did they
only
glow?
taking. That is so that's a magic ability to the item and not what they use to do a tremendous amount of damage to Echo with a melee attack.
Sorry, not to
Different
fuck
effect.
Echo.
No, no worries.
Oh yeah, teacher.
Echo, you are
He
taking
his homework.
22 points of bludgeoning damage.
Goodbye.
And Echo shuts down.
You take that guarded step back and you're like, wait, straight down. No problem. That is their turn. Their reaction is restored. And that brings us, oh, sorry. The four who are up there are going to take shots.
Oh, no, wait. I got a clone.
You do.
It hit the clone.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So you are still there.
Hylax.
There's four. And from
Hi,
their
Max
vantage
Christ.
point, they can only shoot at Gibbs, and Gibbs has full cover.
Nice. Good, because I'm right below that
Yeah.
foot.
So Gibbs, you were taking 4 shots.
Now I have no clones.
Nice.
Gibbs, okay, so I'll just subtract from the rolls. I rolled 3 19s, by the way.
Nice.
And a 7.
Oh wait, bad.
No, not great. So the
Minus 8,
19s with your full cover plus. Sorry, this is math here. 24. So those will hit. The low one is only going to be a 12. So one of them is going to miss.
Yeah. So the other two hit.
Where are my d12s? Okay, Gibbs.
Yes.
From the first one, you are going to take
I feel that.
12 points of piercing damage.
Yep.
14 points of piercing damage.
Yep.
And 16 points of piercing damage, more each time. But that is all the shots, and there are dozens of bullets raining down from here. At the end of that, you hear a bunch of guns all click empty, though.
That was for full. Wow.
That is all of the Huskheads. That brings us to the Soupsters Union. You can see a Gray, a Yosoki, and what looks like an elf who all kind of gather around this doorway. The Yosoki and the Shiren that are in there are both going to take shots. They can't actually because there's nobody they can really see. Can you move actually the Shiren out into the open by 5 feet? They're going to turn out and they just, almost practice motion. Their arm extends. It extends just a little bit further and then the whole elbow unlatches and is now like a 4-foot long appendage. And they're going to take a shot at this guy up at the top.
The guy running.
No.
Oh,
No.
That guy.
It's the Shiren.
You ran away.
They are going to hit. Phenomenal. Okay. One of the individuals up there is struck, and you say they drop to their knees before peeling themselves back up, and they lower the weapon again, but they're looking hurt. The other three are looking fine. That brings us to Spice.
Babe.
Yeah?
Is going to reach out to Ego with her mind and be like, whatever you did with your shadow cleanser was fucking cool. And inspirational, or whatever it's called, inspiring boost you for 25 stamina points.
Very nice. Echo, that clone is destroyed, but it fills you with strength.
You can feel as the residual mind, you can feel that some of her life essence is taken away from her, but like not all of it, and she's doing fine.
Anything else, Spice?
No.
All right, Gibbs. From where you are, the Soupsters Union off and behind you, you can see they are shooting out and around. You sense Echo off and in front of you. What do you want to do?
Gibbs goes very quickly from looking like just fine to like those shots just like piercing through and like disappearing out the back of her, leaving like full on like channels through her body. But she also knows Echo's not doing so well and we are targeting this guy. I will free action shout in the doorway to the people in the doorway, like, no, stay back, like, we got it. And then we'll healing channel everyone. Actually, I think I get more people now because I'm closer. Oh, I can get everyone. Oh yeah, so this is a good thing to do, except for Spice. So everyone but Spice gets.
I haven't been hit yet.
Nice. Gets my 68, which I have to roll on my phone.
Damn. So you shake the bottle as you step into the debris and uncork it, and this trash juice explodes.
Cool.
And the smoke that has formed almost a mushroom cloud overhead from the road falling down suddenly begins to rain trash juice down like a miniature storm.
So everyone gets 21 points of hit points.
Phenomenal.
And takes a resolve point. Okay, and that's all I can do. I can't move. It's a full action.
That is your turn, Gibbs. You explode healing garbage juice everywhere. And this, like in this entire local vicinity, is just a garbage juice storm. But that is Gibbs' turn. That brings us to the top of the round. Echo.
Garbage juice never felt so good.
Here, like tucked in there.
You were down? Oh, no, right. The clone. You were up.
Mirror in there.
Echo is going to use trick attack against this guy, which means my movement no longer provokes attack of opportunity. So Echo is going to bluff to get away, like pretend like they're just gonna run away, be like, ah!
Oh, you hit the actual one, and I'm the mirror image.
So that bluff is a dirty 20, which I assume does not do it.
That is not a success.
And then just to shoot. The shooting is a natural 20.
That's one.
Wait, and has he been taking bleed damage from bleeding?
He has been, yeah.
So Echo has moved
That's
to
the bleeding tongue.
Echo has moved to the doorway by Bubbles.
Okay.
So that's 10 points of cold and piercing, doubled to 16. And then 6 points of bleed, which is the same, so it doesn't stack, but it would replace it if it were higher.
Okay. So he's looking rough. And as you hit him, as you were able to hit him, and this critical hit again, like severs off even more of the tongue, shaving it down to like the base, they look at you almost incredulously, and they just go, and they disappear. And they are going to reappear. Can I make it? Yeah, right to the corner. And they are facing in this direction.
Oh. Why? Because they're gonna run.
Echo, anything else?
That's all.
Alrighty. Shade, what do you want to do?
Do I still see that guy up there?
Yeah, he just suddenly appears there. You see him glowing through the smoke and the debris.
Jump jets up there to meet him.
Okay. You jump jets, bang, hitting your forehead in the frame of the door. That door being your
out
biggest
with
enemy
jump
of all
jets.
time.
Go out.
Bang!
What are you doing from up there?
Then I'm going to feint. I think I can, because that's like 5, 10, 15, plus the height is about
30,
30.
give or take.
Alright, so then I'd get my distance to the edge so that I'm within, I think, 20 feet of him to hit him with my distracting hack,
Sure.
which is a 27 against his sense motive.
A 27 against his sense motive. And now, does this need to have technology?
Yeah, but it can be just like a comm or like
Doesn't
anything.
work?
It doesn't have to be on him either. It can be anything within
Point to the
20 feet of
technology
him.
that is near him on that exposed
guy's
upper
comm?
store within 20 feet
Yeah,
at the hypotenuse?
That's-
yeah, that's 5'10".
No, man.
5'10" at the hypotenuse, I think.
10 foot. road.
And then like
I mean, he got shifted so he's in the middle of 4 squares. So I'm not really sure where he was supposed to be before.
I think he's there.
He's there.
5, 10.
He was 10 feet from the door. Because
Oh,
remember,
he's
that's
10
the
feet,
guy.
So he's here.
Yeah. Oh, so if he's here, then
That's
yeah,
the guy
absolutely.
who you said to move 10 feet from the doorway.
So yeah, then that's successful.
Cool. And then I'm gonna shoot him. Oof. I keep rolling really poorly on the attacks. That's a 16.
That's a miss.
17, but still.
Still a miss.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay. That is your turn, Shade. Bubbles, what would you like to do?
I'm right behind you, Captain. Bub is gonna fly up
Okay.
and just do the same thing, but throw his Dofko.
Go for it.
I believe in you. Yeah, looks awful. I
Because you have 30 things in there.
Oh,
That's a
not
19.
bad. That's nice.
Yeah, that's going to hit. Roll damage.
3 or something.
19 plus 13. Yeah, it's 32. So what damage?
I'm going to say hi.
11 plus 17 is 28.
28 points of damage. In 1 second. It's
Keep on
getting
this
close.
guy. Plus he's gonna take some more bleed.
Bubbles, he is still up. As you swing, the Dofko hits him straight in the core, and it severs him in half. You watch as the top part of this buff armadillo is shredded open, and it down wet on the top, and these 2 buff arms lift it up, and you see the organs and the guts hanging out and dragging, but it uses the arms and is still walking. It is as hurt as it can be and still be alive, but it is still up.
Nice.
The end.
Anything else? Bubbles.
That's it.
Alrighty. That brings us to the Huskheads. You brought him to 1 health.
Yeah.
You brought him to 120.
So he's gonna bleed out on this turn.
This is the starter end of his turn. That's
It's
really
the
important.
end. That's
Okay.
yeah, that's what I just asked.
Excellent.
I believe so.
So then he is going to vanish.
Does he drop his items because he's
Oh,
walking on his
wait.
hands?
Oh,
You
is it-
take the listed amount of damage at the beginning of your
Let's
turn
go!
each round until this condition ends.
He's dead. Nice.
And so he is like completely open. He is like lolling his tongue out. And so he's like, no problem. He takes his 2 like jacked front arms and he lifts himself up to start walking. And his rib cage and his whole body, the inside just stays on the ground as he
gross.
peels his own skin off and just dies. He is very dead. And that whole kind of area is just dripping with irradiated blood.
There's just like no expression change, but inside very disturbed.
Yeah. That is his turn. The 4 individuals, you know what? After seeing that seems to break their will just a little bit. And you see they kind of like fade into the building. So
Yeah.
they can move 4 times their speed.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
They gotta wait for the elevator.
No, this is staircase.
You can
They
swear.
end their turn clambering over this debris and still trailing out of the building, actually, as they try to get out. Although, actually, you know what? This guy, if I'm kind of brave, I mentioned it previously. Can I borrow it real quick?
Yeah. Is he jumping?
He is jumping down to the roof of this building,
Nice.
and then he's going to jump again down to this building. Just borrow that again real quick.
Oh.
I'm going to deal with that in a second. And this guy,
That's Faywin.
That's our friend.
oh, sorry.
Yeah,
That's
that's
Soup
the
Kitchen guy.
Soupster.
That's not the Soupster. That is the Sharan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's
but he came
everybody,
from the
right?
Soupster's hut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at this moment, they are running, taking full actions. They are not doing any kind of firing. They are making their way. They look pale, and even through the augments, the image of this glowing Huskhead just disemboweling themselves seems to have broken their will. They're dashing off towards that alleyway, but that is their turn. That brings us to the Soupsters Union. They hear Gibbs say, "Get back, we'll take care of this." And the Sharan just kind of goes, "Okay," and just ducks back inside.
There's a body in front of him now.
Yeah, they're all going to just kind of pile back in there.
Steps over this dude.
That's the Soupsters Union.
Nice.
Spice, what do you want to do?
So is it obvious that the snipers were not a part of the Huskheads? Or
They're definitely Huskheads. You can see that they're all dressed up in similar gear.
And they just left the window and piled out.
I kind of don't give a
One of them leapt a window. The other ones all actually took full actions to run the entirety of the staircase.
There's nobody else, so
Oh,
I'm gonna
right.
do what I thought I was doing. So I'm gonna go use all my movement to get as close as I can to this and go.
Oh, we all died.
Devils and shit die.
I go up to Gibbs and go. You got this, babe. You healed everyone so good, and you get 25 points of stamina points.
Holy shit. Fucking killing me.
Yeah, we have
That's
two good
awesome.
healers.
Killing me in the best way
Yeah.
possible.
That is Spice's turn,
Back up.
flooding Gibbs with some health. Gibbs, what would you like to do?
I see the guy go back in the doorway, and I'm just like, yeah, good. Wait one second. And I'm gonna just scramble up the. I want to get there.
Does the shaken effect from school spirit end when he dies?
That's a good question.
10
It's
rounds.
concentration.
Well, it's concentration, but it
It's 6
stays
rounds
on
'cause it's a
after
minute,
he hits
right?
us. So.
Oh,
You're
wait, is
shaking
it?
for 1 minute, doesn't matter. Yeah.
It's been like 6.
Yeah, keep track
I
of
mean,
it.
we're still shaking, but
Yeah, you're still shaking. I believe you're shaking for another 6 rounds.
But anyways, there's no hostiles, so
yeah, there are.
Yeah, there's a guy
For-
still in there.
There's 4 dudes that just
Splash
ran out of
around?
the. No, all these guys. They just.
They're
ran out of the
Huskheads,
building.
yeah.
Those are Huskheads. Those are bad guys.
I wanted to loot the
They seem
bodies.
to
I was
be
like, why are we
running.
still doing it
They
this way?
seem to be running, but
You can always
what do
look
you want to do,
after.
Gibbs?
Get a good vantage point by standing right the fuck here.
There you go.
And I'm gonna look. Can I roll an intimidation check? I can move.
Yeah.
That's climb speed though.
No, I've got a crate right here.
That's still like a
Yeah, you
10-foot
you gotta
tall
do it.
crane.
That'd probably be an action to make that check, yeah.
Okay, fine. I'll scramble. I don't know where I am. I'll do it.
Make an athletics or acrobatics check, your choice.
$13.
13. It is tough for you, Gibbs.
This
You're
blood,
like,
I'm
oh,
like,
this is easy. You run and you jump and you hop and your like fingers are nowhere near close. But you look down, you find like a little chain and you loop it over and you like tug yourself up and you're sweating and you are breathing hard, but you get up there.
Cool.
That is your turn, Gibbs. That brings us to the top of the round. Echo. You can see this group retreating off and into the alley. Are you doing anything?
I can see them retreating.
Yeah,
Full attack!
go for it.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, baby.
So I rolled 2 nat ones
Ooh, boo. Boo.
No
and
worries.
a 4.
No worries. So as they are running away,
Kinda worries.
Echo, what are you firing with?
My hail pistol.
You shoot with the hail pistol, and you shoot instinctively going for this bright glowing light, thinking it'll be something critical in the armor, and you shoot a butter. You shoot a butter.
I shoot
It's
a butter.
stick of butter.
You know what? Great.
You shoot
Everyone
a
needs cold
button
butter.
that controls a security gate that rolls down over the alleyway, severing you from the Huskheads and allowing them to escape.
No!
Wait, do we still
Echo,
get
you
to-
fuck!
I would say Shade and Bubbles, the two of you will each get
Because I had a thing that I think might be, depending on this,
So Shade, what are you doing then? Everybody has kind of
I
an
was-
action here.
I was gonna jump jets above them, use my fall speed to make an attack on them.
Yeah, go for
Get,
it. Make your attack
right
roll,
into
yeah.
them. And after I do my full movement, as I'm falling, can I feint action to make all of their shit go off to do my
Probably not.
computers?
I would say.
Then I get no, because I'm not within range to do it. So I'm just gonna jump and land down on them.
Okay, so make your attack roll.
All of these have given all.
Bubs, think about what you want to do if you have
Yeah,
something
I
you
know.
want
Dirty 20.
A dirty 20 against?
Oh wait, did we find? Oh no, yeah.
That's with your minus
against KAC. Yeah.
That is a beats it situation
go.
right there.
Love a
Alright.
pizza pizza.
I need some pizza.
Go ahead and add 2d6, and you're going to take half of that damage as well as you are driving down from the top.
Nice. Like I personally am, because I have the descent thrusters, so I
Oh,
don't take
then you're
fall
great.
damage.
Never mind. Don't worry about it.
And that's gonna be nice and tasty. 18 slashing damage.
So you leap over top. Echo shoots 3 times, shooting the security door down. And Shade, you land on the other side of it, bringing this blade down and decapitating one of the Huskheads. Their head rolls into a trash can. The other ones are still running, but they are down. Bubbles, what do you want to do?
I'm just gonna jetpack here, and I'm gonna throw my dog out.
Yeah, make your attack roll.
On the same side of the security door, or
I can.
is the security door here?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll just float in midair.
Okay, yeah, no problem. As you're going down, you just throw it.
That's a 5 plus 13 is 18.
18 against Casey?
Yeah.
That is a miss. You
minus
swing,
2, yeah.
you swing, and unfortunately, with Shade like landing and with this huge attack, you don't want to hit Shade, and you use this return augment to have it snap back to your hands before you could even strike. But that is your turn, Bubs. The Huskheads on their turn, bolt. Spice. Is there something that you want to do?
Also, I would get a
There's the guy in
reaction
there,
to
too.
make an opportunity attack. Because I'm on the side. That
So
they're on
you
now.
being separated by a security door in an alleyway with
I'm on
you
their
wanna-
side now. Though.
I know,
Yeah.
but it's just you.
Yeah.
So you, separated alone, want to attack. I just want to be real clear about this.
Yeah.
Cool.
Opportunity attack.
No worries.
Yeah.
You got backup characters.
You hate it when the DM says that, you dingus.
You gave him a chance.
there
I did.
Are you sure?
And I
Not
rolled,
once
yeah.
have I ever
the
not
rolls.
given people chances.
For clarification, is there a roof here? that-
No.
Like, so people can still jump over the security door?
Yeah.
I'm still high in the air.
Yeah, and
I can
Bubs
see.
still sees me, right?
Yeah.
So, okay.
So, Bubs is gonna have to revive your dead ass.
Yeah, but I rolled. I gotta roll. I gotta play the rolls. Okay. 30 to hit, 28 to
Yeah.
hit.
Absolutely.
And that is going to be max damage for 21.
Max damage for 21. Okay, so you watch as this second one is absolutely cleaved into, like carving into the collarbone. You hear bone and metal snap as it like cuts through. The metal is still going, and so for like 5 more steps, their armor carries them, but they are dead in the armor. They're kind of like doing like a NPC clipping into the wall now, and there's just blood like smearing along it as they slide down.
And that was my reaction.
Reaction, right. So that is their turn. They're going to continue running. At the very last second, though, Shade, as they turn, you cut this guy down. He is going to reach into his pocket and pull out this very bright orange plastic disc. you can see what looks like some kind of it's an ancient sticker that looks like it has some fuzzy little square on it, and they throw it down, and you can see just this little plastic button that has been taped down to it. But they run, taking their full movement to go. One of them is kind of trailing a little bit, but that is their turn.
Back up.
And because they are effectively out of combat range, I'm going to take you guys out of
250
initiative.
feet of sniper range.
You going to take an attack roll? Do you need to be able to see them?
Probably.
With
I don't
guided?
actually fucking
You
care.
won't
your
be able
guided
to do
check?
it. So, no worries. You are all now out of initiative. The rubble still kind of falling down and settling into place. Just 1 second. We're going to go away and take a quick break. Just to listen to some different music before we do.
Is it just because I destroy things every time and make you fix them?
See you, space.
Thank you for
boyfriend.
sticking with us so far. We're going to be back in just 10 minutes. We'll see you then. And
Sorry,
welcome
I'm not
back.
gonna touch your shit.
Thanks to Mosaic Team 5 for
You're
being here
welcome.
with us. And thanks to you for joining us as well.
Hello. We might not be here much longer.
When we left off, you had just finished engaging a group of Huskheads, these groups of highly augmented individuals in the Hollow Husk, this industrial wasteland, sort of ruined cityscape. As you all fled, Echo managed to shoot the elements of a security gate, causing it to shut, allowing some of the Huskheads to escape, but not before Shade descended from the sky, decapitating one, and Bubs attempting to follow suit with another. As the last couple fade off and into the distance, you are all out of initiative. The debris still rains down around you. You could hear these individuals shifting around in the soup kitchen. What would you all like to do?
Can I loot the body?
Make an investigation check.
What's this orange disc that I see before me?
You look down. It is a disc that is orange and the button seems taped down.
It's like can I
I,
make a
Do
scavenger's
an
check?
engineering.
Make
How
an
far away
engineering
is
check.
it?
There's no.
It's at your feet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna engineering check it.
There's no investigation. Can I do?
Oh, sorry.
Scavenging?
It's a perception check.
Can I do scavenging?
Yeah,
Oh, you know what? I'll do perception. Never mind. I'll do perception.
check.
33.
Okay. It's a bomb.
17.
Just casually. It's a bomb.
Yeah.
Echo wants to inspect the clockwork swords.
Okay. So with the 32, this is a bomb, but it is not a physical bomb. This is a bomb that seems to be set to transmit a good amount of data, and you can see the tape that is holding this down. It's no more than like, not a sponsor, Scotch tape, and so slowly, like the button is like
Disarm.
slowly going off.
I'm gonna attempt to overload it for an action, and then
Okay.
use my engineering to like actually disarm it.
Give me just 1 second.
Because I can use the disarm action, right?
So you just said that you were using overload. That's a specific ability.
Which is, well, I would like to disarm it.
So you're saying different things.
Sorry, I thought that would that
I told you it was a
deactivates
bomb,
it for.
and you as a mechanic
Right.
have overload weapon. So is that what you're using?
No, not overload weapon.
Okay.
It's the one that basically makes it unable to do its action for a turn.
The one you used in
The one that I did on
the
the
red.
gun to like stop
During
it
the
from
casino
firing.
with the red
Yeah.
people. Yeah, the one that stopped.
Gotcha. I believe that has to be.
I'm looking it up because I also.
Except your
Yeah, you
death.
look that up, and we'll figure out how that's going to resolve.
But otherwise, I'm gonna try to just regularize
No worries,
disarm
no
it
worries, no worries.
before.
Gibbs, as you bend down and you search through this body.
I'm looking for the spunky stick.
So first of all, easy enough to find.
Nice.
In the debris at his feet, there is this shimmerstone staff. This is a sunset shimmerstone staff, and this is an item in Starfinder. You can look it up on Archives of Nethys. Sorry, I don't have a.
That's okay.
Somebody has my laminator, and so I am unable to do that at the
It's
moment.
back.
This is a weapon that is able to store arcane charges. It has a couple of different kind of abilities to it, so you can look that up. Additionally, on his person, there is a tiny little banded green stone. Seems magical. You also note on their armor, which is nothing more than just cloth essentially, there is sewn into the back of it a rectangle of metal that is coated the entire interior with circuitry of some kind. But so too is the breadboard inscribed with little mystic symbols.
Breadboard?
Breadboard?
It's a breadboard.
It's a wiring thing.
Oh, sorry. I just assumed.
I was like cutting board. Breadboard.
Like,
Okay.
I'm thinking charcuterie.
In
Soup kitchen.
when I was growing up and I learned how to build computers, the little green part
Yeah.
was called a breadboard.
Yeah, with the
Cool.
LED and shit.
What are the kids calling it these days?
Can I collect
Breadboard.
the shimmerstone staff, the breadboard, and the green stone?
You can add a sunset shimmerstone staff to your inventory. You can add a banded malachite cabochon aeon stone to your inventory. And you can add a haste circuit, which is that rectangle, to an inventory.
Okay. Can you repeat that stone thingy again? Banded malachite.
Cabochon, Cabochon, Aeon stone.
Aeon stone. Okay.
Yes.
And then one last thing, same vein. I want to go find the tongue. Put the tongue in my jar.
Okay, so we'll get back to that in a second.
Right?
What were you doing?
So it is I can use this with my exocortex as a computer's check. Well, actually, it's just as a standard action that I can use. Yeah.
Can you tell me what this is called?
Overload. As a standard action, you can cause a short in an electronic device, making the device non-functional for 1 round.
Yeah, overload. That's what we want to say here.
And
Where is overload listed?
It's one of my
Tricks?
mechanic. It's not tricks. It's like a core ability.
Gotcha. Give me 1 second here. Main details.
Um,
Mechanic.
and if I can also, in conjunction with that, use my standard action to
It's
physically disarm it with.
It does not have a powered property, which technically on reds you wouldn't have been able to do either.
It doesn't have to. It's
With the powered special property.
that's for the weapons and stuff. Because
An electronic device, including most energy weapons, melee weapons, and with the powered special property, or a single armored upgrade. I see what you're saying. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
like it's including those things, but it can also just be like a comm or, random like game spheres.
1 second here.
And then, if possible, I would use that in conjunction with engineering to like actually,
So yeah, okay.
Cut
so
wires to
make an
disarm it.
engineering check. This is more so digitally you can overload, and as part of that overload, attempt to disarm it permanently. So make an engineering, or that would be a computer's check.
computers check to short it, and then engineering if I succeed to disarm it.
You automatically overload it. That just happens.
Oh, okay.
Then you are making a computer's check to see if you can keep it that way.
Gotcha. Okay. I can't just physically like stop the button or something from.
Would you like to try that instead?
I mean, engineering and it's probably if it's engineering computers, it's
You're assuming
pretty
that
much
when you
the
touch
same.
the button, you're going to get to
Yeah,
make
I'm just gonna try to short it. Yeah.
make a computer's check.
That's still okay. That's a dirty 20.
A dirty 20?
Yes.
A dirty 20 is enough.
Nice.
Oh.
This
you
was a
are
pretty
lucky,
low
dog.
level, like, brick of explosives. It's not elegant in any way, shape, or form. The most complex part about it is actually this button, though it's just taped down. There is a more complex mechanism in there. Had you pressed down to hold it down,
bad
it would have
times.
blown up.
Yeah.
And so this is sort of an improvised device. The submunition that is used on the inside of it is
BBs and shit.
I would say you probably even recognize this. The USR and many other nations use cluster munitions that have bomblets in them. And this is one of those little bomblets that's been pulled out of a missile of some kind and implemented into this device. A missile would normally have hundreds of these and would be fired over like a battlefield
Like
to
cluster
sew it with
bomb.
mines or use as a cluster bomb. Yeah. And I would say make one last free engineering check.
Let's go. That's a 33.
The Huskheads, through some means or another, likely have access to a large weapon that can house these things.
Okay.
When we start talking about the sort of weapons that carry these, we're talking about
Like-
area defense missiles. We're talking about 20 to 40 foot
Planet
long
to
siloed
planet
weapons.
or like air to ground.
If it was air to ground, those would be capital ships carrying them. A fighter couldn't carry them. Your ship could maybe, if you
Like took out the fucking.
no, you would have to literally tie it to the bottom or top. It wouldn't fit in your ship. So yeah, it would be a large munition.
Okay.
Could I land and go into this room?
Yeah. You land. You see a bunch of figures on the inside of the door just shrink back.
Do I see the guy, the Shren that walked into the room?
You
He's
do.
still there?
and you would see a Shiren who has their exoskeleton plates etched and then inlaid with these electric blue glowing inks. They actually look very much like the glasses that you were wearing almost, but much finer and like filigree-like patterns along the edges. You can see they have along their the many digits of their tiny little retracted hands. You see Huskhead, or just in tattoos across their digits.
On the Shiren, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
You can also see they have a tattoo of a human leaping with two pistols held sideways. Their head is just a ruined building instead of an actual head. And underneath it says, killers be illers. You can see they seem to have some kind of an augment built into their legs that would greatly increase their speed. You sense this inlaid wire, probably some kind of a dermal plating as well. At one point, you know that this person, Dempwinuto, was a Huskhead. And they don't look too much different from maybe the last time you saw pictures of them. They're not in uniform.
Bubs is gonna just go into the room and goes, all right, everyone, hold on.
So you walk in, you can see a number of individuals that are here. You can see, first of all, a gathel, which is a sort of weird-shaped individual. You can see a gray, who is like literally like the most stereotypical alien you can imagine. Gray skin, big black eyes, long 3-fingered hands. They basically are holding an anal probe in their hands. Like, they're as stereotypical as you could get for a gray. However, they're just wearing in O'Dorothy's Burger Shack t-shirt and some jeans. You can see a gray to almost blue Yosoki. They are wearing this kind of jumpsuit that I had described before, and then you can see an elvish individual in what looks like some kind of battle garb with little sun crests on them. All of these individuals kind of take you in, and what are you doing?
What is my perception of them when I'm there? Do they seem like shocked? Are they frightened? Or
2 of them hold guns. They're not shooting at you.
Yep.
But at the moment, like, they're not down. They're uncertain.
I mean no harm to you guys. I want to know why this Huskhead attacked us.
You can see
I just know he was a Huskhead and he's with the Huskhead, so I assume. I don't know that yet. No.
Okay. Sorry. So say again. Matt distracted me. What did you say?
I forgot what I was going to say. Shit.
Wanted to know why the Huskheads were attacking us.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So you say this, and I'll say the Shiren kind of steps out of this, and he just says, "They were attacking us. We had nothing to do with that." Who are you?
The Shiren says that?
Yeah.
Aren't you a Huskhead? And Nick goes like this with his hands, because the point of his tattoos on his hands.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then he just says, "Well, aren't you an abuse victim? Just because I have tattoos doesn't make me this way, ma'am."
He's like gonna scratch.
Who are you?
He's gonna like scratch the back of his head. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Stutters. Who are you? What's your name?
Hi, I'm Bubs. I'm friends.
Spit it out.
Mosaic Team 5.
He looks over Bob's shoulder as like Spice finally kind of makes it into the door. Is anybody else coming?
Echo is going to like look at their like guns and swords to see if they'd be useful.
Oh yeah, can I pick up one of these clockwork swords on my way in?
Sure. So the weapons that these individuals are carrying are clockwork swords second. And they are carrying a weapon relatively familiar to you, although a little bit different, I think, than the ones that you have. Uppercut SMGs advanced.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Echo. Okay. You go down and glowing, still twitching on the ground, you can see this glowing long tongue.
And the glow is radiation, you said?
Yes.
Is that gonna be bad? Like, even touching it, is that gonna be bad?
Gibbs, make a mysticism check.
The badge just beeps when you're near radiation, so it's probably beeping a lot right now.
Ooh.
But
15
if you
plus
activate
19 is
your suit
34.
has environmental protection.
Sorry for that little hiccup in the stream. A 34.
Yeah.
Okay. With a 34, you know that your magic is derived from the tiniest little germs and microbes and life, and radiation and life just do not mix. And so you probably do not want to get too close to that, or maybe drop it in your bottle.
Yeah, okay. Then the gumball guy, the guy who dropped all those gumball things.
So you can go over, and it appears as if their armor just had elements of one of those little toy machines that had been built into it.
Dope.
And that shattered, and there are like little prizes all over the place. You see little pods with stickers. Okay.
Dope.
You can add, roll a D100.
Roll high so you get a bunch of neat toys.
Yeah, I want like all the McDonald's things for the past 20 years.
Not a sponsor.
40?
You get 20 different toys of little tiny, no more than a quarter credit toys.
Cool. And I like sort of like make eye contact with Echo, who's doing something fucking productive, and I'm just like, down my shirt, down my pocket, down my butt. And then I like hear the conversation like far, far away, and I'm like,
That last one?
and we'll just sort of start to like drag my tail and walk back towards this conversation.
Okay. So you drag your tail back there. You see this Yusoki, their eyes kind of like look you up and down, and they stand up, their little paws get close, and they look a little hopeful. But, oh, okay. They take the toy, but they still have eye contact with you, still looking hopeful, but we'll get back to that in 1 second. Bubs.
Yeah.
Back in this booth, you are sat down by Steel.
Yep.
Or sorry, by Steel.
Demp.
By Demp,
Yep.
who sits you down and just says, okay, are you with the PLEA or what?
No.
Did Steel send you?
Like I said,
Are you backup or
we're
we
bounty
need help?
hunters. We're here to just go after, the Hulk of the Husk. But, like I said, Steel was like my father, mentor.
Oh, you meant that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna like show him pictures of like me and Steel at like the best noodle shop according to Steel. Pictures of like Steel and
Give you
Bubs.
a hair mussing without the
Yeah,
hair.
any of that, or just like Bubs, just like trying to clean the after Steel when he's like smoking like a cigar or something, like rolling around or something like that. He's everything to me. I mean, he said you were here, and we're trying to get this bounty. So I mean, I figured we'd come and try to check you out and see if you could help us.
You can see he's like flicking the pictures to the right and like looking at all these pictures of you and Steel, and he just goes, sorry, I've seen your pictures before, but I just thought you were like aren't you one of those safe haven kids?
Yeah,
We all partnered up with them, and we saw them every now and then, but it wasn't. I didn't realize Steel had stuck around with his.
What do you mean? You mean you had someone?
I think it's a tax thing. I don't know. The office assigns us each one, and we go and we check in with them a minimum of 5 times a year. But Steel didn't send you. You spent more time with them, it looks like. So
Yeah.
good for you. So you're bounty hunters, you said.
Yeah.
The Huskheads are attacking us, and I'm not sure why. There's something big going on out there.
It seems like a turf war. Bubs is like thinking as he's like, and he says that he's like scratching the back of his head. He's thinking about what he just said about like the other children, and he's wondering if like those children were like him.
Sure.
But like, I mean, I don't want to get involved with you guys' turf war, but I mean, like, if we could help to, get the Hulk, I mean, we'd do anything.
It's not you guys. I haven't been a Huskhead in years. And the turf war is over. Little Elrune's the one who won. And he's the one that's in charge now. There's not infighting, at least not that I know of.
Do you
There's
know
just this
anything?
Hulk. They're like way back in the restaurant. He thought that Bubs was like an informant that somebody sent, because Steel was like, this is Steel's old partner. He knows Steel pretty well. He probably saw Bubs in like the background of the pictures, like, oh, this is the charity kid. And is just now just like, oh, what the fuck?
What the fuck is you?
Yeah, exactly. And so he thought that maybe this was somebody that Steel sent as like an undercover or backup. And so he brought him back to like have a private conversation.
I see.
So
bad,
they're in
it's
the
that
back,
part.
yeah.
Little Elroy.
Little Elrune, he's a Farron.
Farron?
So you're saying the turf war is over, then, and you're not trying to be a Huskhead anymore? I mean, this whole situation. I mean, I was found here by Steel, but this place is different from what I remember. It's if the turf war's over and this guy, little Elroy, he's leading everything.
It's little Elroon. It's not that hard. Jeez.
Sorry, I
If you just pick up some of the syllables you left over by the floor, you could just stitch them together and make a full new
sorry.
word.
Roasted.
Little Elroy. I got it. We'll just call him Little E. It seems like the situation is totally different from what I remember. What can we do to help you?
You want to help?
Yeah, of course.
Help us take down the Hulk. That's why I'm here. Didn't Seal tell you I'm undercover? I'm supposed to be looking and listening for clues, but the Huskheads have been at it ever since Elrune took over. These Kuthon cultists, they've been cutting people apart and leaving them all over the place. Things
They're
have
still
gone.
active?
Yeah, they're more active than ever.
I mean, I saw some signs of them, but I didn't know they were that still active. Oh my goodness. Okay. Are these your people? And he looks over at his shoulder.
He turns. He points at the Yosoki first, and he just goes, No. This over here, this is Slinky.
Hi,
and
Slinky.
the little blue Yosoki kind of waves. And if like the rest of you are in the doorway, you can kind of see now he's like pointing over at all of you and raising his voice. So you can now hear this conversation.
Spice is like eating all the food that's on the counter, and she looks over and says, "Oh,
So interestingly, Spice, there are several cauldrons of bubbling fluid that are various shades of brown and gray. You can see there are a few that are marked. There's one that's marked toxic for humans. There's one that's marked toxic for all carbon-based life forms. There is one that is mostly edible, and then there is one that is marked undead only. There's about 4 or 5 that are not marked as dangerous to you.
I'm gonna go for the one that's not dangerous to me."
All right. Have you ever tasted sad?
Oh,
This is like a deep, it looks almost like short rib. Like it's this deep brown. You can see like the texture of real meat, and it smells good and salty and rich. And you bite into it and there is zero flavor. And you have no idea how something that looks so good and actually smells pretty good tastes like nothing.
Spice immediately falls into a deep and silent depression.
Slinky just kind of goes, Slinky Blue here. Hi.
Hi.
And just kind of looks at you and is like turning over to you. And like as like that kind of conversation like zooms over there and that is beginning, Slinky turns over to you and just kind of goes, Yosoki stick together, right?
Yeah, who are you looking for?
My sister, can you help me find her?
Sure.
Her name is Potato.
Okay, love that. Please tell me more.
Potato Blue got lost. I think the divers took her because she can do things that nobody else can. Like
my
she
God.
can make you invisible to the divers, and I think that they wanted maybe to know that, or maybe not. Maybe it was the Hulk who wanted that, and the Hulk took him down to the bottom of the Divers Deep, which is an old arcade that got converted into their lair.
Okay.
So can you help me get there?
Yes, probably.
Let's go. And she grabs your arm and just starts pulling you.
Hold up. No. Yusoki stick together, but Yusokis also stick with their parties, right? With their friends. So, more than us, we need to gather everyone and
You see, like, reaching around, reaching into a pocket, pulls out one of those little party streamers and goes, and then just goes, can we go now?
Nope.
He, like, falls down from her mouth.
Nope. Hold on. And I'll hold her. Is Slinky or her?
Seems to be.
Okay. I'll hold Slinky's hand and then tune in sort of to the rest of this conversation.
Okay. No problem.
Now understanding what the fuck's going on with Slinky.
Every now and then just kind of, like, pulls you a little bit.
is there?
Demp, to you, then turns and points over to the elf who is wearing battle armor with these suns. And Demp says, Katrina. And then she goes, Katarina, yes. My name is Katarina. I speak for Sarenrae, although not as brightly these days. And you can see she has her leg up on the counter, and not because it's like cool. She's a little bit injured. You can see blood that is kind of mixing with the elements of fluid coming from the power armor.
Oh,
Can I run over and be like,
Hey, is she the? So you said
She's
elf,
an elf,
but then
yeah.
also there's a human / Lashunta.
That when you couldn't see very well, it was unclear if she was a human, a Lashunta, or an elf. She is an elf.
Okay, can I go over to her and get uncomfortably close and heal her?
Yes, you get right up next to her. She turns, she doesn't back away, and she goes,
Uncomfortably, I want to like grope her leg and be like, see that you're injured. And she heals.
Sarenrae greets you. Can I help?
Hylax greets you. She held up her left hand.
No, thank you. And she takes your hand, like pinches it, and delicately lifts it off of her leg, and then just kind of drops it to the side.
Then she uses her hand with the Zonkuthon on it and heals you anyway.
Are you actually gonna do that?
Yeah, she's gonna try.
Okay. As you pull the hand around, she looks, and her eyes instinctively just narrow.
Spice doesn't even think about it. It's just
And she just slaps you at the wrist and like slaps your arms away. And she just says, she stands up, and she says, I have other people I can protect. I will not share a roof with this filth. And she
What are you
stands up,
talking about?
turns around, and walks away. Damp, like looks over. This is like a commotion, and he looks down at your hand, and he turns and just like puts an arm around your shoulder, Bubbles, and like turns you towards the table away from the group, and he just says, "Don't look now, but I think there's a cultist right there."
No. That's my girlfriend. She's just well, she operates on a.
Dating a Zon-Kuthon cultist?
No. She just gets like these like crazy body modification things for fun. She thinks it's cool.
Is she?
You see her flexing her gills.
She
Literally the description of a Huskhead. Literally is like
Her eyes blaze echo blue.
She looks, and you could see he just goes. He like looks over and then looks back and goes, "She looks more like a Huskhead than like a Zon-Kuthon cultist." But that symbol, if people see that around here, they're gonna attack her.
Yeah, we'll make sure she covers it up and
But if the cultists catch her, that's even worse.
Okay. Well, Bubs will just text a quick message to Shade to tell Spice to cover.
Whoa! What are you doing? Who are you sending a message to?
Oh well.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that.
I won't.
Listen.
I-
Listen. Hey, listening is with your ears, not your
Yeah.
mouth.
Look, I'm not gonna say.
You're
anything.
still talking.
Okay.
Listen. So, the Hulk, this individual who's tearing people apart, I think this is the, hang on 1 second. He knows this right off the top of his head. I think this is the Servant of Midnight that's leading this cult. And so this Hulk, if we can take them down, we put the Zon-Kuthon cultists back into inactivity. We can maybe have the Huskheads relax off because there is no other rivalry really other than the Zon-Kuthon cultists. I think they're agitating each other.
So it's a different turf war now.
I think that this Hulk maybe is, I don't know, maybe working with little Elrune, maybe doing something else, maybe like you, just a bounty hunter. What do you know?
Well,
And she's really not going to be a problem.
no, she's fine. And don't worry, it won't be a problem about your little secret about who you work for these people. I know you probably want to keep that on the down low.
All right.
Do you mind if I just tell my team that information?
Which part?
To keep who you are on the down low.
Just don't say anything. Okay?
Well, my friends kind of sometimes have big mouths. It might make better ideas if I just let them know real quick.
The second that you tell somebody not to do something, it burns in their mind to do it. Don't say anything, and we can fix it if it breaks.
Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine.
Steel raised you?
Yeah.
Where's like the determination?
Well,
Where's the decisiveness?
no. Look. I am decisive, and we're going to figure out what's going on with little Arrow and little.
Oh my god.
I just counted 9 words that bridged one sentence to the other, and none of them were more than 2 letters. What's wrong with you?
I'm sorry. I'm trying my best. Look, let's just focus on what we can work together, okay?
All right, sorry. I got all
think
carried away.
I think if maybe we can figure out, like you said, if we could find out if the Hulk is working for Little E, and if we could figure out maybe a way to like parlay, maybe make these cultists and the Huskheads or Little E's, kind of like entourage, fight each other. Maybe we could have that to our advantage or something.
I like that idea. How are you going to make that happen?
Well, I'm just coming up with it now, but maybe we could bring my team in on this and we can start some planning of this, because I just thought of it now.
Hey! And he turns around, like opens back up to the rest of the group.
hey, this is my new best friend
Echo,
Potato.
what are you doing?
Echo would have wanted to like lurk behind and kind of listen in on the
Make a stealth
conversation.
check.
I rolled an 18 on the die,
Okay.
and that's a 36.
1 second here. me see what
Not potato.
augments
Slinky.
we have active. Okay. You slide in behind using the shadows and the bubbling kind of sounds of the cauldrons to mask your footsteps. And you hear this whole thing, no problems. Tastes like sadness. You hear like the vast majority of this and you feel relatively undetected. He opens up to the rest of the group. Hey guys, so what would you all think about starting like a really small war?
Ooh. Not into it.
We've done it like
Explain more.
twice, though.
Yeah, but the fallout from it cannot be good.
No.
What do you mean small war? Who's against who? Let's explain the sides so I can pick one.
Crazy religious fanatics and
Don't like
gangsters.
that. Don't like that either.
Bubs is gonna like.
Is there a third faction?
Us. That's the point.
I mean, the PLEA, but we've pretty much
Don't
pulled
want
out.
that either.
I think this is gonna help us for the bounty. I think this is a good idea.
And almost everybody's pulled out of the Hollow Husk at this point. I mean, you're really just seeing Huskheads, you're seeing a few PLE agents, and a few of these Zonkuthon cultists and relic runners, and that's
So
pretty
what
much it.
side are the Zonkuthon cultists on?
They're crazy. You really don't know anything about that?
Spice just like puts her hand on her back and goes, no, tell me more. Tell me, what's going on over there? So they're with the Huskheads?
Okay, well, since you don't know anything about Zonkuthon,
I don't know anything.
they are a god, accordingly to these folks, that really deals with torture and things of that nature. Generally, when I see somebody associated with it, I think they're kind of fucked up, like in the head.
Oh.
So, I don't really trust them. No offense. But that's what Zonkuthon's about.
So the war you want to start is Zonkuthon and the Huskheads. You want to pit them against each other, and hopefully we get our bounty in the meantime.
It was Stutter's idea.
Well, actually,
Stunners?
my name is Bubbles. It's not Stutters.
Bubbles idea.
Okay, and Slink E. What's
Can we go?
Well, okay. You think
Like pulling at your
potato,
hand.
and I'm gonna try and say it. Can you hear my foot, please?
Yes, Spice.
It's not hard. So, of note, you can tell Katarina, when she left, full battle armor, Saren Ray, that was like
Okay.
a battlecaster of some kind.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Temp,
Fuck that
like
one.
former Huskhead, highly augmented, probably okay in a fight. Slinky, maybe an
Liability.
Amazon delivery driver, like
Cool.
definitely a commoner of commoners.
Oh, okay, cool. Then never mind. You think your sister Potato is with the Huskheads?
I don't know, but I think maybe whoever the Hulk is kidnapped her because she has the thing and she can make it, and so that
Right.
you can talk with the people that are in the game, and you can still go around them and they won't see you, or they'll see you but you'll be one of them. I don't really know how it works. I've
Oh,
never
with
worn it before.
the can head guys.
Yeah. Divers.
Okay.
Can we
Divers.
go?
Oh, okay.
That's why it's called Divers Deep, because that's where they all infest.
I see.
I don't think we should make any sudden moves without planning it.
Yes.
And especially talking to the captain. Shade. Can I yell out?
You can smell the cigarette smoke.
Yeah, I feel like I've probably just been listening in outside, waiting for everyone to stop doing all.
You can
stuff
see like
they're
the
doing.
side of Shade leaning up on the wall
Like-
outside the door.
Bubs, it sounds like a good
No one's
idea.
status reported.
Oh, I walked by you.
Who gave you the thumbs up?
Can I do a religion check for this sun crest that's on Katarina?
I mean, yeah, sure.
Can I have
It's a mysticism.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Just to make it easier when you find your.
Great, because I put nothing into mysticism. Can I do culture instead?
Because you didn't
On
see
Katarina.
Can I?
It's really mysticism for that sign. If you want, you can try to do a culture check. It's a higher DC and pull different results.
Okay, that's fine. I still want to do culture because, let's see, my mysticism is +2 and my culture is +2 plus 1d6. I mean, +12 plus 1d6, so. 23 cultures to...
Cultures that tend to worship Sarenrae are those that have long day cycles. Also, almost paradoxically, individuals with this sign you almost always associate with being in dark places.
Okay.
And with cultures, that's kind of like how you can attach that to things that you've seen. You don't know too much about Sarenrae, really not an individual that you have put a lot of focus into.
The light shines brightest in the darkness.
Bubs, after like shouting out Steel, he thinks, well, he's not here. I guess I gotta act as, first mate and man up. I think he's just probably out for a smoke or something. Look, I think maybe a plan is maybe we could like I don't know, like Steel used to talk about always doing these like false flag operations to get these people turning against each other. Maybe we could, I don't know, pretend to be, some cultist. We already have someone with a tattoo. We could, maybe, I don't know, do something as a fake attack, and maybe they'll do a retaliating attack, and once they're doing the retaliating attack, we can make our move.
So sorry, how does the Hulk fit into this? They think...
No, that's perfect actually, because if the Hulk, I think... Demp says, I think the Hulk is a servant of midnight that's running this entire cult.
Servant of Midnight. That's running the cult of Zankutan.
The Benailed Altar of Zankutan, it's called. I do believe that this is a servant of midnight, the Hulk. And so if we can go and attack them, maybe even kill them, but whatever we do, they will retaliate. We get them to chase us. We lead them to Glowgrave. We get them into the layers of hell. It's kind of the headquarters and where I assume Little Elrune's gonna be.
And I could change my uniform. I don't know, like change it like real quick to look like a cultist or something. But
Okay,
probably,
just like
or
robes.
Yeah, or whatever.
Yeah, no worries.
Or like, I change it to like a Huskhead or whatever. And so that sounds like a good plan.
Echo steps out from the shadows and says, "Well, I do agree."
Oh fuck!
Oh, she's with me.
Apologies. Well, I do agree. The thought of a turf war between the cultists and the Huskheads would be to
I'm
our
sorry,
advantage.
are you an Echo unit?
Yes, I am Echo 72549.
Oh, a 7-2 Echo unit. Cool.
Wait, why
Sorry.
is that familiar for you? Why
It's
do you
like
know
a
that?
whole Pallades Rock thing. It's like for people who are really interested in augments, there's a lot of interesting tech that came out of Pallades. But I'm sorry.
Everybody just turns their heads towards Echo.
You were saying, Echo?
Wait, I want to dig a little deeper.
I just haven't seen an Echo unit in a little bit.
So the Huskheads, they like rip apart androids and like put your android stuff in the stuff, and that's why you know that stuff?
No.
How does that work?
Gibbs, we're trying to focus on the plan here. Let's stay focused.
Well,
I'm
we
sorry,
should know.
you think that they're ripping apart androids?
Yeah, I kind of do. I don't know. Can you tell me more about them since we're gonna pit them all against each other?
We exchange funds for services and objects. The funds are probably not all gained through illicit means, but we're not harvesting augments from androids.
Okay, you
That's
just
gross.
buying them from like regular augment places.
Echo pulls up the video file and just plays it.
Okay. So you play this file, and he says, okay, but like Mystic Quinn, you can't really like, that's a
You know that
outlier.
guy?
Sense
That's
motive.
Mystic Quinn. Make a sense motive check. That's Mystic Quinn.
And that's like that's like a faction of the Huskheads only do this, or
I think it's probably just that guy. He's an asshole.
It's a dirty 20.
They seem pretty genuine about that.
So,
It's sorry. The sense motive was more to be like, seems very interested in like the tech from Pleiades Rock and about the whole.
Yeah, that seemed like in the same way that Tony was fascinated with trains and knew a lot about them and was interested in them and was excited to just like,
So it's a
meet somebody.
hobbyist and
Yeah, definitely a hobbyist, but almost like there are not a lot of people that know about Pallades Rock. And so that already, the fact that he knows that it exists means that this hobby is probably pretty involved with lore behind that.
Bubs is gonna just see like how Echo just kind of like stopped talking, so he's gonna think, oh, maybe she changed her mind on the plan. Yeah. So, I think that might be a good plan if we go ahead and do this.
Yeah.
I
So,
mean, it's a good plan if we figure it out, but like,
Well, yeah, we can work out the details of it as we keep going, but
and Potato at this point with your hand just kind of like leans into your silent Potato.
Slinky, I know you're doing it too.
Leans in and just kind of goes, But are we gonna get my sister?
Maybe. I've got to hold on.
But I want to go now. I want to go. Get
Okay,
her.
but like, listen to the plan, right? The plan is to like chase a unit or chase these guys into the diver's place, and then fucking do what with them? So we trigger the cultists.
She pulls her hands out of yours and just boom, slaps both of your hands in your face, and just
Fine.
like very much in like a Gibbs kind of thing, pulls in close and just goes, "What's your name?"
Gibbs.
Gibbs.
Yes.
What would you do if you lost somebody close to you and you didn't follow them? I would never be able to live with myself, Gibbs. We have to go.
Okay. Right now. I pick up my bottle and I know enough about Potato. I'm like, tell me everything you know about Potato. Tell me her favorite color. Tell me everything. And she talks fast. Slinky does.
So Slinky says, Potato looks a lot like me, but really large. And when you think about Potato, you can think about Potato like a potato sack in terms of how they dress, but really it's more like vinyl instead of like a little leather. And then also they have one black spot around their eye. Otherwise they look just like me.
Great. No coordinates.
Okay. Suddenly, you can see way, way off in the distance, in the direction. 1 second here.
Calls from the side.
In the direction, vaguely towards, but off a little bit more to the south of the place that you had seen, Gibbs, Glowgrave, this irradiated section of the Hollow Husk. It's in that direction, but probably closer than Glowgrave itself.
Okay. So the goal is that you're gonna take the Huskheads to Glowgrave and pit them against Zon Kuthon kids there.
No. And you could see Demp just goes, what?
Don't mention Glowgrave at
Yeah,
one
no,
point.
sorry. I actually just got confused for a second.
Right.
Demp just goes, yes.
Okay.
That's the plan. We're going to take Zon Kuthon. We're going to bring them there. I don't know. I'm sorry, Slink, but I don't think we're going to be able to go to Divers Deep right away.
Hold on. I'll go check out the Glowgrave area and make sure it's good for an ambush.
And I'll go too.
No, you can't go right now.
Why not?
Because
Why not?
Because we have to work as a team. That's what Shade would say.
Yeah, so let's work as a team and then go get Potato.
Hold on. We can. I know you're very, very involved in wanting to find your relative, and we're going to find them. Okay, it's going to be part of the plan. It has to all work in symmetry. If we don't do that, Demp, I know you said it's not very close. How close is it?
Demp kind of looks down at his communicator and pulls up a little map. And you said, what are you talking about specifically?
If we were going to do Demp's mission, would it be possible to do a side detour to rescue Potato's relative?
Aren't they the same
If
thing?
Potato is in Glowgrave, I mean, I'm really sorry, Slink, but that's on the other side of where we're going. It's almost the same distance beyond. So that's, I mean, we could go after. And Potato Slinky just says, no, we need to go now. What if they do something?
But
Potato's special. And if you
Potato's
rescue
special,
Potato,
and if Hulk has it, then we're gonna find the Hulk without going through this whole convoluted pitting two people against it.
But it also means that if the Hulk has whatever Potato can make, then the Hulk can go around without the divers getting after them. And maybe Potato can make the Hulk be able to control the divers.
Wait, what do you know about Slinky? What do you know about the Hulk? And why do you think, besides the fact that Potato sounds super cool and awesome, when you lost Potato, was it because you saw the Hulk and then Potato was lost?
Make a diplomacy check.
Nice. Nice. All good things. 27.
You could see she looks around, looks really nervous, but then gets really close to you. And you could see she looks so scared and she's going to squeak this, but then at the last second shouts because she's so nervous, loud enough that everybody can hear. And she just says, because the Hulk is Slinky's imaginary friend. And because it is 9:41, this is where we're going to end for the evening.
What?
So thank you all for joining us for this session of Mosaic Team 5. We'll shoot out.
The Hulk is
Slinky is Potato's imaginary friend.
Yeah.
We'll be back next week with more Mosaic Team 5. But if you can't wait that long, come hang out with us tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time while we play a little D&D with our original 5th edition game, Courts of Everest. But until then, Kevin's going to sign us off. Who's me?
I love my boy.
Okay.
Back to Alice Bay, real quick. Bring your mind there.
Oh, you want? Well, I mean, this is basically Horus Bay music. I just don't have the Horus Bay soundboard. but-
Yeah, right. What? You hear the beachy seagulls and the waves.
Yeah, can I get 2 iced lattes with extra cream, extra sugar?
Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. I can't really do the voice because I'm sick right now, but I hope you had a good time in this Halloween thing, and we'll see you next week. Bye. Pew, 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 pew. See you next week.
This isn't my blended beverage.